Press work thing. Anyway, I was trying to press on something. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to another DaraChat. It certainly is a great day. Obviously, it's a holiday weekend, so you can see how well my planning went. But anyway, how are you doing? My name is Daramuth, or Dara for short, and it certainly has been a busy day on my end. But of course, I am with the man himself, who knows no bounds. Well, maybe, but we'll get to that later. The man they call NGM. Although the ad he puts out there kind of goes against his NGM name. So there's that.
Oh, you mean Bo's Gay radio station?
That's right. That's right. Little pointing to the nose on there. All right. No take backsies. Well, it's too bad. Too bad. I get to make the rules. You're just gonna have to listen.
Yeah, everybody, welcome to Dara's Gay radio station.
Well, hey, whoa. That's not my at name. Don't even try.
What's that? No, we agreed on it.
No. Don't even try. I am the final vote. I am the final vote of this tribe. All of you are gonna have to put all your pitch, your what are they for Survivor? What was it? They're tiki torches. That's right. Been so long since I've seen this series. But anyway, how are you, good sir? Nice to
Dude,
have you on for number two. Although
I got the hold my poodle coffee mug, and I'm ready to go.
wait, where's that from?
White Chicks, the greatest movie in the world. I watch it every Thanksgiving.
Oh, well, there you go. That's the trouble with our youth today is they watch White Chicks. Next thing you next next thing
Dude,
you
how do you see with these things on? I don't get it. Mine are
what?
polarized. I can't see anything.
Well, that's because they're polarized. I don't think mine are polarized, to be honest.
Oh,
But it's still
all right.
daylight where I am. Can you see the sunlight still reflecting off my? You're inside. I'm inside, but I
Yeah.
have a window.
Well, it's
So
106 degrees here, so it's sunny.
don't tell me you're in Las Vegas, aren't you?
Yeah, huh?
Ah, I knew it. I knew it. I have so many
You mean
people
you
that are there.
remembered it because I told you?
Yes, that too. Look, okay, I've been busy. All right. Do you have any? I've been busy. Okay, I have other stuff I've been going on. Can't remember everything everyone says. Right. If someone tells me to look left
There,
and right.
there's got to be like 100 of us rumblers here in Vegas, man. I'm telling you. I don't know any of them, but they're all here.
Well, I know one of them. The other one, Iron Oxide, is not a rumbler. He's more a YouTuber. But the Great Underground, his husband and wife, they're in Las Vegas. They're rumblers. Iron Oxide, him and his wife live out there. There are more YouTubers than rumblers, but they stream to Rumble. And oh, there's a few others, including you. So there's that. Um, but yeah, there's a bit of them out there. But hey, you decided to live in the hottest, one of the hot places out there. So it's on you for that.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure. Oh, thanks, Lady Brap. You're always supporting me. You're the best.
oh, look at that. I'm just gonna pretend you're following me. Oh, he's stuck in a half pine. Um, you can reject it all you want, half pine. You can reject it all you want. But yeah, no, of course, I've had you on for one of the Rumble Squares, but I didn't have you on for Dare Chat. Dare Chat's more a one-on-one, although there's been a few times in the past where I've had people on for like maybe one or two. Well, there was Putinbot and Ted Vol,
That
and
one was a good one. The Ted was very entertaining. I like listening to him.
yeah, he was pretty nice. What? Who's the 60 seconds actor is on Dare Chat? What?
Shut up, Stuffy. He's got brown eyes.
Oh goodness, I've had stuff on before.
He's
Don't give me
got
that
brown
stuff.
eyes, bro. I don't
Oh
have brown
goodness.
eyes.
But
You like that?
60-second actor. What kind of 60-second actor are you really talking about
So
here?
Wilkie thinks I look like the little brother from Gone in 60 Seconds, but
Hmm.
that guy has brown eyes and lighter hair. Uh, I probably have his personality. I haven't seen the movie in a while.
I have not seen the movie at all. So, NG really flashed the eyeballs at us. Oh snap! Oh snap!
I honestly can't see in these things, guy. I'm like trying to stare at the screen. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, yeah, but then you're gonna be like, I can't see the screen because it's too
I,
bright.
I thought it was the cool guy chat. We were just gonna wear our sunglasses. I can't see a damn thing.
It's.
And
I've
I don't
looked
have
it
a
up.
pair of shitty sunglasses, so you guys are gonna have
What?
to deal with it.
These are like aviators. I can't remember where I bought these. I think these are like a 7-Eleven or something like that. But I bought these for like, or it could have been some Walmart or something. I can't remember, but
Yeah, these were only $20, but
it's
they're
not bad.
polarized.
Have you
Yeah.
seen those sunglasses that cost a couple $100s? No, thank you. No, thank you. But I wouldn't.
Eyeball. Yeah,
I
that's
would.
right. It's the only thing people remember about me. My face changes every 3 months, but people remember the eyes.
I've been throwing random wins, goodness sake. But yeah, yeah, those sunglasses, man, I would not pay for that much. I mean, unless they look really cool, sort of how like you see those futuristic cars, those what do they call that? Um, when they bring out those cars, like certain car dealerships or car makers will be like they'll make those futuristic looking cars, but it'll never be out there to buy that sort of thing. But there's a name for that. It's not a contract. It's I'll get it later. Um,
I,
steampunk glasses.
I can't rock that like Omega can. Plus, I mean, honestly, I think his eyeballs might actually just be giant steampunk lenses. I think he's fooling us all.
I think so too. Look more like the brother from Lord of War without the glasses. Either way, he's
I
better looking than me.
don't think I look like anybody, honestly.
Well, that's probably the best part because once someone starts comparing you to an actor, like, "Oh, you look like so and so," it's like, uh, thanks, I guess. I
you
don't.
you thought I was lying? So I told you it was my biggest flaw. I said my personality doesn't match my looks. It's my biggest flaw. It has been my whole life.
Wow, what a surprise! Oh, look at the time. I don't give a rat's behind. I seriously. But yeah. So for those who don't know, I can't remember where. I think it was from Omega, because I think you were in one of his chats when he was on, and then that's where I kind of met you through that, and then that's where I've been asking. So he's been making my shorts. Although
But
I
you reached out to me after Baked Potato after I posted her clips.
can't. Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right. I remember that baked potato. Which I haven't seen them do much in a while.
She's a nurse manager full
Oh,
time.
oh,
She
that's right. I
she ain't coming
forget
back.
that. Yeah.
She ain't coming back. That's her life now.
Hey, you know what? She's probably making bank too. Probably more than she'd make as a content creator.
Thanks,
It's
Stuffy. Appreciate
it's
it.
he looks like but it does come with its own stresses. So there's that too. Johnny Depp and I'm like, bro, are you drunk? And I'm like, yeah, because there's you're not as tan as him and not as like talk like him as well. I think his stuff is onto something. Uh-oh. But yeah, so that's where that and you've been making my shorts. Now, obviously, YouTube is a bit different in the short part because you have to have them by 9 by 16 is what their dimensions are.
Well, I offered. I told you a while ago. I said I
I,
could just make you verticals, dude. It's not that hard.
well, doing what I have with the stuff you've given me, so I
Yeah,
have
but
to
then,
change it
but
over.
then you slaughter my beautiful clips and you make them all, opus.
Oh, yeah, I keep them the same on the Rumble side. Don't give me that.
That's
Don't give
true.
me that. I keep them the same on the Rumble side. It's just the YouTube side. In order, so the weird thing is, for order to be considered a short, it has to be 9 by 16. Otherwise, it's just a regular video, and a 30-second video is not really whatever. So there's that.
I I got you, Lady Brap. I'll get you a thumbnail. I don't know what
Hey,
you need it for, but I'll make it. What do you?
whenever, yeah. He says, "Money up first, then we'll talk."
Lady Brap has earned her weight in gold with all the promos she does, man.
Yeah, yeah. There she is. She is putting out there. Not like that.
She's invaluable, in my opinion. The fact that somebody would promo everybody like that is a very good thing. We need that.
There was I can't remember. There was someone else who was doing that too. I just can't remember their uh username. Because before her, there was I think I think Putin bot to some degree was trying, but then he's busy with his own stuff, so he's got stuff there.
I
Um,
actually, it's really funny. This is a true story. True
mhm,
story time. I apparently, and I'm saying the word apparently because I don't know what the hell happened. I
mhm.
blocked Lady Brap on X before
Wow.
I even knew who the hell she was. I had no idea who she was. We were in Fragniet's chat, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up, Leslie?" And she's like, "Oh, doing fine, except for you blocked me on X." I'm like, "I
Oh.
did?
Oh.
I had no idea. I had no clue. I didn't block anybody. In fact, I went through the list to see who else was blocked. It was literally just her.
Wow.
Like, what
What
the
did
hell
you
did I do?
what
I
did
still don't know
you
what she did to me. She won't tell me what she did to me. I don't
uh
know.
sometimes when a man says that about a woman,
Yeah, right.
well, I mean there are exceptions to the rule, but still. Um, but no, but yeah, so you've obviously I've paid him, of course. There's been money involved, but because I was just doing it from using Opus clips, but that was taking time, and I would take from a stream. I would try to mine as much as I could from a singular stream, but then it was like, well, that's just a huge waste of time because, like, I did that with Silver Fox's stream. I was mining that for all it's worth, at least what um, Opus gave me. But I'm like, it really is something I have to hand off. But you've been pretty good about it. I mean, especially the one time we were on Rumble Squared, you did pretty good about that. But other than that, I mean, it's been good to go. Other than that, so I have plenty to work with. But unfortunately, next this month, uh, I I would no longer require your services. So this is my forewarning of that remark.
You've already told me.
I know.
But
I know.
as bittersweet as that is, Dara, because I've learned a lot from clipping you.
Oh, thanks.
It, you were taking up my prime real estate, so I get those days back now for other people.
Wow, I'm so sorry I took up too much of your time.
Oh, I gave you my prime. Let me say it that way. I gave you my prime real estate because I
Okay,
liked you. I liked your
that
show.
that makes it a little better. That makes it sound like it's selfless rather than selfish. All right, I don't want to be like that.
Right.
Because the funny thing is, you were doing who was it? I think it was Omega at first. You were doing right, or was it?
No, I started clipping for Omega only recently, and he's
Okay,
yeah, that's all been new. Um, Omega and Frag, I didn't clip for them until sometime last month. I think it's the first time.
but so would that be Manda was probably the first one you were clipping then?
At least with your show involved, it was. I mean, I've
Okay.
been doing this now for 10 months.
And I imagine you've been making bank because that's what it's all about, baby. That's what it's all about.
You know, imagine it. Imagine again.
Imagine it. Well, at least you could buy something to eat with it.
I gotta be honest. Everybody in the chat say thank you to Stuff Central. He owns half the company.
Wow. So what you're saying is there's stock to be involved. Okay, Stuff Central, how's it
I'm
going?
saying if I was a stock, Stuff Central owns half the damn company by now.
Okay. So you're doing most of the work for you're doing most of Stuff Central then.
Uh, that's not even true either. He's just the one who's helped me the most, I think,
Oh,
financially. If we're going down that road, but
okay.
uh, I've made the most stuff for Wilkie, 100%.
Oh, Sergeant Wookie, nice. Yeah, because I think I've seen at least one or two of those clips, but I don't watch them all, obviously. Oh, look at that! You do a
Oh,
great
thanks,
job.
Lady
Look at that.
Brad. Look, she's so supportive. It's great. She even lies
Now,
to us in chat. That's wonderful.
if you could just throw him a $10 to his PayPal. I mean, look at him. He's starving. The poor boy. Just give him a $10.
I'm definitely not starving, man. I mean, I could be.
It's it's a joke. He does such a great job. NG realize. I made
I'm sober. If you guys want to pitch in some weed money, that's completely different.
Oh, okay, now we're joining the 420 crowd. What's the stock price? Well, it's probably 10 cents a pop, so let's just stick with that.
The stock is that I owe you money, unfortunately. It's
But I
pretty
mean,
worthless.
it is sort of like, I mean, I know there are people out there who get their stuff clipped for free. Obviously, I mean, there's the VTuber stuff. There have been people out there clipping that for free. But there are content creators out there who do pay people to make shorts of their content because it is a big chunk of time to do amongst
They
editing.
also charge a buttload more money than I do. That's for damn sure. I'm probably the cheapest human editor you can find.
Oh, that's true. They probably charge maybe close to 1K for all the stuff they do, possibly.
Well, I mean, they always do it by amount. When they
Oh, but like bulk, like amount of what you.
because well, and they're also going to do it. So not every stream is the same. So
Mm,
people will charge you the same amount of money, even if your stream sucked. So like you got an hour of dead air, they'll charge you the same. They don't care. Whereas me,
okay.
it's like I don't do that.
Here's $1. That's not a dollar. That's a lie. That's a faux dollar. But no, because I mean, again, like for me, it was just becoming more hassle, and then I stopped doing it. And again, I do use YouTube side of things for their shorts because unfortunately, Rumble does not have a great way to be discovered. And even if they were to bring shorts to the platform, they would still be in the same position as they are with edited video content.
I don't think that's gonna go well. Honestly, I mean, I want them to, but
Yeah.
I can just see it being a bunch of YouTube pulled over to Rumble. People not making new content for Rumble. It's just going to be a bunch of copy and paste crap. At least at first, that's how I think it's going to go. That's my negativity for the day.
Brought to you by the letter N for no, we're not gonna do that. But yeah, until someone those don't work here, Zolo. I don't have any of those commands, so those won't work here. So for any of those in the chat, those little things do not work here. So, well, I've had people do like the lurk ones and other ones. I'm like that. I don't have bot or whatever. That's not going to work here, and they still do it. I'm like, all right, okay. Take well, yes, I have seen some people start putting their stuff over on TikTok because they're getting the notice, right? I
That's what
think
I've been told. I've been told TikTok is where it's at for views, but uh,
yeah,
I'm not on it.
yeah.
A lot of my work is on it. I'm just not on it.
The Pep Killer was the recent one that was talking about that. And obviously I did try to do TikTok, but it didn't work out well, and then I don't know what happened and I can't remember my password to get in my actual account that has my username on it. So I kind of have to make a new account to just try.
Hmm.
And I would just post any of the old shorts I've done, nothing new, because it's just secondary. But I haven't even tried that yet.
Yeah, ladies, I don't know what TikTok is about. It's just like mind numbing. The way that people do their editing now is so ridiculous. I get so sick of watching it.
What do you mean is like in what way?
They're editing from their phone. Number one, that's the big thing. So it's really lazy, really just to the point. But
Yeah.
everyone's just copying each other. They're just copying each other. There's no originality on TikTok, and I think that's what they want. They want that kind of like, hook me in for 2 seconds, or else I'm gonna click away. Yeah,
Mhm.
Steve says AI exactly.
Part of it, I mean, YouTube has that issue too, because I mean, if you look through like videos and stuff, um,
I think AI is helpful if you know how to use it, but
mhm.
it does limit your creativity if you lean on it, and that's kind of what's going on lately. And everyone knows that. I'm not saying anything profound. It's just like if you use a robot to create for you, it's not going to be perfect.
Well, if you only use it to create for you instead of in collaboration, that's my difference. Is I
Yeah,
collaborate with,
I
I
mean,
collab.
I got a little thumbnail going for when I do my weekly stream,
Yeah,
whenever I can freaking get that going. And
yeah,
it looks like the camera is working. So this
yeah.
was kind of the test. It was to see if my internet would actually do
Work.
everything I needed to do. The
Yeah.
bandwidth would hold up and shit. So I think it's working.
Mhm.
Um, so yes, you're my guinea pig, Dara.
Thanks, I appreciate that. Artful Brittany says YouTube added automatic AI enhance their shorts, no opt out. Well, it's YouTube. They get to tell you what happens, and you get to suck the thumb. Hey, Nightmare, how's it going? Well, that's always been my thing too, right? Is while there are many justful criticisms to give Rumble, the one big one that YouTube gives everyone is that you have to have a Gmail account in order to use YouTube. In order to watch almost anything, you must. Well, I think you can watch without having to have a Gmail account, but you have to have one to do comments and stuff. You must have a Gmail account to use YouTube in a creative fashion. And yet no one brings that up whenever they want to complain about.
I don't know about everyone else, but I use YouTube for like watching long form videos and the shit that's kind of higher production, the
Mm,
Y files and shit and other shows that have been around for a while. But
yeah.
Rumble is all about live streaming. I try to catch everybody live streaming. I don't watch live streams anywhere else.
Yeah, and that's part of the problem too, is that they allow you to do almost all three, but they only focus on one, which is part of its problem. And there's more problems than that, but I mean, yeah, that stuff. I've already finished the compilation stuff that I said I would do, so that'll be released out over the next few days.
Oh, wait. Oh, speaking of compilation, I did finish the cut anyway of your
Pay forward.
pay forward. Yeah,
Mm.
I just did. That's what I was working on today. It ended up being like 8 minutes, and I still got to go through and actually edit it now that it's
Well,
cut.
I mean, if that's the case, I can still use that because that can still be a video. A
It's
video. Vid-
funny.
yeah.
It's just
It-
a bunch of people calling you Dara mouth.
yeah. Oh, great. Thanks. I appreciate that.
I
Um.
made I made sure to grab as many as I could.
Jeez. Never can get away from that, but
It
it's okay.
wasn't difficult. It was
Yeah.
everyone.
Not everyone. Okay. Some of them got it right. All right. Some of
You
them
did
got it
you
right.
did celebrate when they got it right. I thought that was freaking
Yes,
funny.
I celebrate it in many ways. Thank you very
Hmm.
much. But yeah, I don't care. I don't care if those don't get turned into a short. I just want that to be something that can be showcasing people because again, Rumble does not have great content discovery. And no matter what anyone says, it's still a big major issue that many people have, and I can back that up. Um, henceforth, he'll know his mouth. No, no, no. You could find someone else
The
to
only
go on.
thing I'll say about Rumble is because I didn't really know, my internet's been giving me problems all the time. But Rumble does, if you have a slow internet or if your internet's not cooperating, Rumble's not going to load as quickly as YouTube.
Yeah,
YouTube's got it figured out where you can use your shitty low bandwidth and still get a video to play.
yeah,
Rumble is nothing but problems for me whenever my internet's acting up.
yeah.
But is that my fault or theirs? I don't know.
It's
Sounds like my fault.
well, no. If you can, YouTube can do it, then Rumble can't. It's probably most likely their infrastructure part. Maybe a bandwidth issue as well, but I don't know. I'm not technical. I'm not a tech wizard. I know a few
I
tech
mean,
wizards.
they do a lot of things that are pretty punk rock, man. They do the whole VOD saving thing, so you get your VODs,
Yeah,
and they don't delete them. You'd have to go in there and delete your crap.
right.
That's pretty awesome, right there. I think the streaming community is the big thing because it's a bunch of class clowns and canceled people coming together and actually making something together and
Mm,
knowing that there's nowhere to go from here. You're in Rumble. This is where you're at. Nobody can kick you out. So it's a good feeling. It's a really good feeling. That might change, and then I have to change what I'm saying. But right
mm.
now, that's kind of how it feels. We're all in this together.
Well, I just want to preface that with saying that while I appreciate that, I've also had my account for a small period of time deleted by Rumble,
Really?
and
For
they
what? Did they tell you?
nope,
Oh,
nope,
geez.
didn't tell me a thing. Had to make a public post and do a thing to support. But that's so when I was gonna have on a VTuber called Lifu, Lifu. That's when my account was gone for probably 15 to 20 minutes. And still to this day, they have no answer for me of why it was deleted.
I know somebody in the chat who got shadow banned on his first account, whatever that was about. Every time he'd go live, it wasn't showing.
Yeah. So again, like I said, there's many things to praise Rumble on, but if they want to be the best of the best, then they've got to show they're the best of the best, not just throw out numbers saying we are. And I'm like, I don't think you are. Uh,
Yeah, honestly, my problem is I've never streamed, at least, so I don't have the same
mm,
experience that you guys have. I probably would bitch and complain too if I was having all the problems you guys were having while streaming with studio and shit. But I don't think that's going to be me. I'm not going to be in the creator program or nothing.
well, I'm. They say that you can still be in if you meet certain obligations, but you don't get paid. And I met the. I'll still meet the hours streamed in Rumble Studio, the chatters, and the hours watched. But other than that, I don't really care about the other
The
stuff.
whole the whole ad thing. I was just watching your Rumble Squared from yesterday because I was clipping it,
Mm,
which I got 2 clips in the folder by the way. Now, if you want,
yes.
yeah,
Oh, I
uh,
think I think there's. Did you add anything today or no?
yeah, I added 2 clips today.
Dang, I'll have to go back in because I downloaded. You had 11 files in there so far. So if you added more, then I'll
I
have
don't
to.
know. I left them in there because I kind of wait for you to tell me you downloaded them and then I purge them.
I'll go back and check. If it's more than
Yeah.
11, then I'll have to check to
Well,
make sure.
there was one time I purged a few and I wasn't sure if you got them or not, so I re-uploaded them. I'm pretty sure you didn't get them.
The only one I re-asked was the Furby one because that one.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened. And then when I remade it, I just remade it from scratch, but hopefully it matched the same flow. You know.
Yeah, no, it just had that small space of black screen. I was like, wait, what? Why is
Uh,
it all
my
black here?
my guess is I compounded a deactivated section of the video and it just created that space, and I didn't check because I was being lazy. That's probably what happened.
Gosh dang it, NGM. Why are you so lazy? Yeah, I know they still censor chat too. I know. Most of that's been blamed on the App Store, but we'll get there. I just want them to hire someone super smart, dude, that walks in, puts his foot down, and boom. Yes, but we
Yeah,
all have
Brittany.
understandable, but we all have to remember there's something called office politics. And if you've never worked in a job before, you may or may not understand what that means. And Rumble is no exception to that matter. No businesses.
Uh, I mean, it's kind of rare where a company would have its higher ups actually communicate with you on X, and it's not all the
Understandable.
time, but when they do respond, it's pretty cool, I guess.
And no, yeah, that's great because you're not gonna. I mean, obviously there's maybe like I've seen Odyssey respond to some things. I've seen maybe Red Pilled. I have direct like from Rick or Mario or Chris. You won't. It's a rarity to see, but my issue is is that sometimes the message can get confusing. The message is not on par, and there's not. Oh, it was yesterday. You already know what I said of not yesterday, but Rumble Squared. You already know what I said of all that stuff, and cubicle clicks is what. It's true.
Wait, you know that Rumble Squared you had? You know what? Who actually made me laugh?
What?
It was completely unintentional. It was Slinger.
Oh, really?
So yeah, because and it wasn't his fault. It was about midway through he starts mentioning a certain streamer who was viewbotting,
Mm,
and everybody in the chat knows who that is because I was in Stuff Central's chat talking about the same guy viewbotting, and
wow.
before and even before I had done that, somebody else in the Warzone Palooza said that they had saw him go from a certain amount to boom shooting up. So I
Yes.
was watching it. I was going back in Stuff's chat and I was like, "Hey guys, look, it's going up again. It's going up again." I don't know, I was having fun with it. Um,
I I will say I did see other people talk about that one. I think I know the guy.
mm.
Welcome, Millie. I do know the guy you're talking about. My issue is that um, sometimes people get a little too jump the gun on that sort of stuff. And while because no one can chat from the TV
Well,
from that section.
here's what I saw, and you tell me if this sounds right.
Okay,
So I went and checked because I was just kind of being nosy for a second,
aren't you
and
always?
yeah, but for that second too, I was being nosy.
Right.
So I went over to his Twitch. He had
Mm,
200 viewers on Twitch, 200 viewers on Kick, about 1,000 on YouTube, and
mm,
about 5,000 on Rumble.
mm,
And then as within an hour, that 5,000 went to 10,000 and it was climbing up one at a time. It was
mm,
ticking up. It wasn't like a bunch of people jumping in or rating or nothing. And there's zero activity. The guy got 50 likes and dislikes total. So he got like 6 dislikes, 40
mm.
something likes. Uh Kind of ridiculous, right?
Yeah, well, my thing is that with the whole botting stuff and all platforms, listen, all platforms, even YouTube have this issue. It's just YouTube has the technology to hide it better. It still has bot issues, but it can hide it better.
Well, and
Um,
then Slinger had also mentioned that he had gone and done his own research and
yeah,
found
yeah,
out that the Rumble bots were sold out. So somebody's been buying them all.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Well,
pretty funny to me. I didn't know that.
well, and obviously you can make more. I don't know why it'd be sold out if you can just make whatever you want.
Because it's a smart so what it is it's a smartphone farm. I don't know if you've ever seen those. They're from China and India where they have about a wall of iPhones that are
But yeah,
imported from the United States. Yeah.
yeah.
I worked for T-Mobile
Mm,
back in the day,
mm,
and we had a pretty prolific issue with the Chinese companies doing that, where they would buy them locally here in the United States, then ship them overseas and unlock them. And it's illegal, but Apple kind of didn't care, or not Apple, sorry, T-Mobile. T-Mobile
mm,
didn't care because they were getting their freaking money. So,
mm. I'm not a troll. Okay, all right. Well, we'll keep. Don't worry. Nightmare keeps an eye on things, so Nightmare has jurisdiction.
hey, it's Omega. What's
Reasonably,
up, buddy?
reasonably. Hey, my sir.
Omega! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Oh, it's Wilkie. Shut up, Wilkie. I am not Giovanni Ribsy.
Who's that? I don't even know who that is.
It's the guy from Gone 60 Seconds.
Oh, okay, okay. So that's the name of the guy. Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh, you know what, Wilkie? You're gigantic, and people don't know that about you. You're twice my size, and you put me in the cupboard every day. I'm
Oh,
calling you out.
see, he's like the small little child. Like, here you go, young man. Just get in the cupboard. I don't want
Gone
to
in
go.
60 seconds.
But
That's so funny.
yeah, no, that is pretty funny. No, but I would say he has a big heart too. Sergeant Wilkie has a bit of a big heart, especially when I had him on. Because you clipped him when he was on DaraChat a while back. So
I
that
just
was
well,
funny.
he's actually part of the Pay It Forward stream too. I found the spot where you popped into his chat.
Oh, that's right. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. There's been many Hack in the Wise one of them. Thank you, Sergeant
Whoop.
Wilkie. Much
Hey,
appreciate that.
Wilkie, thank you. That goes to
Um,
Dara, but thank you. Oh, I was gifted. Okay, I got a gifted
see,
for Dara. We're good. We're
if
good.
only Rumble Studio would work enough for chat to appear from the Rumble side. Thank you, Rumble. But yeah, no, I remember Hacking the Wise from Pay It Forward, Sergeant Wilkie. I think Omega is too, to be
Yeah,
honest.
the heck in the Y one I got twice because I got one where you actually donated and one where they were on the show, and both were
Yeah,
funny to me. Yeah.
twice. They were on well, three times. They were on for Rumble Squared, but they were on twice for Dare Chat. And it was nice to have them on. It was nice to have them on. Um she as Squab has certainly grown from the initial time I met her. It's hilarious
That
when,
happens to kids. They grow.
yeah, we have. Oh, don't we all? Don't we all?
Jesus Christ. My eyes are getting a little tired trying to watch the screen with polarization on
It's all right.
them.
But
I'm not a cool guy anymore. Sorry.
you've got the beard and stuff, so don't worry about it. But yeah, it's just that's why I do what I do with Rumble Squared, because I think compiled feedback and visuals from that, and I've already finished all that for people to know. I've already finished all that, so that'll be put out for the next few days this week. Um, but
They should just
uh,
have you on the freaking Rumble roundtable or whatever the hell they're not doing, you know?
well, the Rumble rundown was the one promise thing, and then after that, I just kind of became. But I. If they didn't ask, I would. Um, what's not deliberate? What's the word? Debilitate? No,
That's not it either.
debate. Uh, uh dictate? No, it's where you're kind of contemplate it. I'd contemplate it, because again, you can have all the roundtables you want, but if you can't give me the information from that in a 15-20 minute sort of reading ordeal or a few posts, then all those 2 to 3 hours are just going to go to waste, because no one's going to go back over a 2 to 3 hour video where you can make a post, compile that data, and put it out there. But is anyone else doing it? Not seeing it. So
Well,
that's the one.
maybe that's something you should be proud of then, because you know you have a
I have a leg up or something like
well
that. I don't know.
you also have a you're a producer. People don't understand that about you, and
What do you mean?
you produce your own content. You produce your show. You do everything. There's nobody helping you.
I have had some help. Obviously, you're paid, but you still help.
I, all I did was edit your clips. You produced everything.
Okay. Let's see. Well, my thumbnail was done by someone else.
But I mean,
My
like, so every day you go on X and you promote yourself.
Yeah.
You have the same
Oh.
structure where you have to set up your stream. You have to
Mhm.
do a ton of work to make it happen.
Yeah. I've just gotten so used to it, I don't see it as much because I usually set up things the day
But
before.
so if you were doing this for somebody else, you would be
Yeah.
called a producer. That's my point. Is like you're doing
Oh.
it for yourself, and
Okay.
you're not giving yourself enough credit for it because it's second nature to you at this point. You do it so much, but
Yeah.
you're producing your own content, and you're in control of the way everything looks and feels and the schedule, and there's just so much you have to do that if somebody else tried to do it for the first time would be way overwhelming. It takes a lot of experience to get where you are.
Hmm. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But I
That's the last compliment you get.
son of a bit. All right, show's over. That's it. No. No, I've never seen it that way though, because it's built up from when I first started off.
Yeah.
It's not been um it's not been like a thing that started out all that right away, because it was sort of like a touch and go learning experience, which I think is a better format, to be honest. If you can't learn from your mistakes and from others' mistakes, then what are you learning at all? That's the
Yeah.
real big.
But
But go ahead.
that's what's cool about this whole like working with you, man. I learned a lot more editing your show than I did editing video games. That's for damn sure.
Oh, okay. Why is that? Why is that?
Well, I can tell you for sure. Well, because so this was what I was gonna do. Bo's Gay Radio Station was a podcast, and my
Mm.
friend Bo, who's the laziest motherfucker I know, decided he he decided it was too much work for him and left me on my own.
Mm.
And then I went to his place and we filmed Bo's Gay Radio Station episode 1. It's the only one we ever did,
Mm.
and there's only audio from that. And that was back in June, like last year.
Mm.
And then when I lost my job in October or whatever, I just was like, well, fuck it, I'll just start editing and see where it takes me.
Yeah.
But I never got to do a podcast. I never actually got to do the thing that I was trying to do until you started hitting me up and was like, it was just easy for me. I was like, yeah, definitely. But one of the things I learned is when people are trying to make a good point, it takes them like 3 tries. And you're guilty of this all the time because you have a lot of really good points, but you
Oh.
interrupt yourself while you're making them.
Dang
And
it.
yeah, you do. You interrupt yourself all the time making really, really good points. So I have to like get those part where you'll say something partially, you'll interrupt yourself, you'll say something else partially, and then you nail it on the third try. You just say everything all at once and you make the best point ever. And I'm like, that's the one. I'm gonna take that one.
Well, it's nice to know I can get some feedback because I never,
Well, no,
uh,
I mean, I
yeah.
don't consider it feedback because your show shouldn't change, right? Like I don't give you feedback at all.
Well, obviously it's like it's having someone on the outside looking in. It's like what I do with Rumble Squared. It's the outside looking, trying to look in, but it's not a bad thing. It's sort of like, well, because I've had to do that too, where like with this stuff, it's sort of like you give people the time to speak, give a moment, and then go from there. Because I'm I'm doing this all touch and go, baby. There is no professionalism here at all. This is all trial and error, the oldest human thing we ever do, and just going from there. And then reaching out, scheduling wise, is always another thing too. But that comes with
Nightmare says you don't have a casting couch. That's not true at all. I've been on
I don't know what that is.
it.
It's not what you think it is if that's what you're going for. But no, that's because again, you get to go over my clips and you get to see stuff that's already been long gone from not long gone, but it's majority of it, a chunk of it is already kind of in the past because the progress is keeping forward, improving what I'm doing, and then trying to see what I can get on. Because obviously, I've said many times before, I don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. I could do one stream a week and be done with it. But because there's so many people out there and there are so many conversations to have, the problem becomes is that it's the chase for can I get this person on?
Well, I
Go ahead.
did think of one thing that might help you, but you probably already considered it, which
What?
is your Rumble Squared specifically should
Mhm.
only have like one or two people on it, or maybe two or three people. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like four or five, maybe just like two or three, because the conversation would flow so much better between two people
Mhm.
than it would between like four or five. But that, I mean, I'm sure you've considered all this shit. I got really nothing, no feedback for you, honestly.
Well, I mean, I did a show that was I did Dara's Hangout Den, which was like have on 4 people total. But my thing was with Rumble Squared is that it's not just stuck to creators, it's stuck to people who use Rumble, but it's trying to it's trying to bring on a certain amount of people uh with it gathering that feedback and stuff because first you get to see the people first off collect that feedback and then you have more than just one or two people
But
just giving that feedback
I
if that
mean,
makes sense.
it totally makes sense. Sometimes one person has the most to say, and that
Mhm.
person steals the show. Like yesterday with Sean, where he was just going off. It's like, yeah, let's listen to Sean. What does he got to say?
Well, he's very animated and he's like that with his regular show and I look I get that it went on for 4 hours so I get there's some point but my thing has always been the hospitality of finish a thought and then go from there and even though I do need to try to clamp on a little harder. I don't want to miss anything because that stuff is the important stuff.
Hmm.
Because that's the stuff that's going to help find where the majority of issues lie for a bunch of people. And I'm telling you, every stinking time, I can find it, I can pinpoint it, and yet no one else who does a roundtable or otherwise is able to. And I'm not I am Oh, Lady Brap says, "What are all those posted post-it notes behind?" No, 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 no. These are all people who have given me a Rumble rant. That's who goes on the wall right there is Rumble rants. Um, all that stuff. So that's what those post-it notes are. No, they're not interviews. I've never considered what I've done in an interview. I will never consider what I've done in an interview because it's not what that is. It's just a conversational show. Always what it will be. It's always what will. Some people will say interviews. That's fine, but I won't consider it. So do what you will. Yap. What is Japanese? What are you? Are you trying to say I talk too much? Gosh, you guys are a bunch of meanies in the chat. No, it's not an interview. Interviews are more formal. Like here are the questions and all stuff. I come with just myself and the guest, and that's pretty much it. That's it. It's a conversational show. That's basically what it's called.
That's right. That's
Interrogation.
why I told you to save all the good stuff for when we actually went on camera. But I know
Oh gosh.
you had a lot of good things to say. I was like, shut up. Wait till we're live.
Alright. Dara interrogation. No, I wouldn't interrogate people. Look, I haven't
I didn't
look.
do it. It
There,
wasn't
I
me.
won't. I won't say that. I won't say the names, but there were a few people who were difficult and I'll give you those names that you can look at. You don't need to clip them, but you can just look at those streams and you could tell me yourself if they were different or not. But there have been a few people who were a bit difficult to get a conversation going with. So not everyone's easy, but the point of the matter is though is that it's not about being easy, it's about learning how to better your conversational skills and to improve for the next one on the challenges ahead. Interrogations. No, not even that. Question of doom. No, it's not. It's questions from the hat, not questions of goodness sake, kids. Once
Don't
you
don't ask me. Don't ask me which book changed my perspective. I do not read books. I'll just tell you that now. If you pull that question out of the hat, throw it away.
uh no, you're seeing help change your perspective. That's the whole point. No, but I'm always grateful for what you do because honestly, you've given me more than enough to work with, and Lord in heaven, that would have taken me forever,
Yeah.
forever.
Well, you
Ugh.
also wouldn't. You also wouldn't have clipped it the same way. That's the thing. People sometimes don't know what they are offering
Mm,
until somebody else comes by and is like, "Oh, look, I like this part. I like this part. I like this part." So whatever I give you is something completely different than what you would have made yourself anyway. Like, that's
yeah,
just how it is.
yeah. Well, and honestly, the the goal of the shorts, or at least the thing for me for the shorts, is to try to get the part with the person in it out there, because I'm sharing the people. Oh, is your girlfriend over there trying to make you laugh? Is that?
Well,
Oh,
she's trying to do a Sudoku, and the cat's on top of the Sudoku book.
oh. Well, tell her to Sudoku out of there. Tell the cat to go out there.
She'll be streaming tonight, Dara.
Oh,
I
what
don't know
was
if she's on
username?
Twitch though.
Oh, well, I don't go to Twitch,
I
so.
don't know. I know. I know. I don't even know why I told you that.
But
She
she's
was the
what?
one. She
Go
was the
ahead.
one yelling in the background. Remember, she was
Oh,
screaming at her
that's right.
game.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that.
She was
Yeah.
cursing up a storm, and you guys were like, "Who's arguing?"
Ah, ah! Wait, who? What is going on? Who has their sound on? What's going on? Oh
Oh,
my goodness.
that's what
Well,
she does.
she's always welcome to come on. I've always had people on from different
Well, I
platforms.
told you I'd bring her on if you get sick of looking at me. She's much better looking.
I'm not gonna get sick of looking at you, but I'm saying as a one
Oh,
on one,
thanks.
she's welcome to come on. Um, but I mean that's always going to be the difficult thing is scheduling because I don't think people understand that it is really it almost is a numbers game, right? You have probably more rejections or more a soft nose as they call it than anything else. Because yeah, I have so many DMs. It's not even funny. It's not. Um, but it's always worth the try because I think there are a lot of people. I don't care. Look, if you're a creator, if you're not a creator, that's not the point. I don't give a rat's behind. You can take that to whatever bank you want. It's about having a conversation for whoever's willing to say yes to it. And yes, I've had over 260 yeses, so go me. Um, but yeah, I just don't think people see it the same way I do, which is fine. But I think people need to understand the reason of why I do it, rather than just like, oh, he's just trying to whatever. I don't know. I don't know if they see it in a negative way. Um, but you've clipped my stuff. You've done all the things so far. So what do you think?
Think it's a very unique show. I think long form conversations are where it's at. I like podcasts, so maybe I mean it's just my opinion. I like podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Mm,
I don't really listen to fake things like made up stories, and
mm,
I don't know. I like real world information. I absorb a lot of information.
mm-hmm.
That instead of reading, that's what I do. All right, so I'm not hopeless. As long as people are telling me the truth, I might remember it.
Oh goodness. Well, I was just thinking on the whole of the perspective because you've gotten the Rumble Squared, you've gotten the Pay Up Forward, and you've
But
gotten DaraChat.
um, I think your show is very unique, and like I said, I've learned a lot from clipping it.
Hmm.
There's uh there's been a few guests that I think really kind of screwed the show over. It wasn't your fault at all, and I know you know that. But it's just like people sometimes can be difficult,
Yeah.
and sometimes people can be a little controversial. And it's not what they say; it's what they've done. And there's been a couple people on your show. Well, I didn't even know. Like I didn't know until I watched that last Rumble Squared. The one I'm sure you know which one I'm
Oh,
talking
Geek,
about.
yeah, Geek and
Yeah, well, I don't
Amish.
wasn't gonna say his name,
Well,
but I
it's
didn't
already out
know any
there.
of that. I didn't
Yeah.
know any of that shit that was going on, and when I heard about it, I was like, "Oh, well, then why is he on your show?" But that's not me giving you criticism. That's me saying that that person buried himself and made himself kind of like
No,
unclippable in a way. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
no, no. You know what? We're all adults here. What
Yeah.
happened that day should not have happened. He brought it up, and I'll say it. Geek brought it up.
Did
That's his
Did you
fault.
even know about that though? Because it
This
wasn't even your fault.
the situation I've heard of in the past of what was going on, and I did. If you had done another stream, you'd have known that we had talked a bit about the individual. But for me that was all done and gone though under the bridge. I was like, I don't agree with what happened, but
Right.
I'm not gonna crucify you because of it. You have to learn to change from that. But that's not gonna be on my end. But when he brought that stuff up again on Rumble Squared, I was like, okay, I'll let this go for a little bit to see where it goes. But if it goes too far, I'm done. And then you see the part where I had to step in. I'm like, I've always been a bit judgmental. I'm like, okay, did I handle that well or whatever? But at the end of the day, Geek brought that on himself. He doesn't make
After the
himself look
whole
good at that.
thing, after that whole little thing where it got brought up again, the show continued.
Yeah,
So you did something right. I mean, you got everybody to calm down, I guess.
yeah. But I was like, look, if I have to be the adult here, you're not gonna like me, and I don't want to have to be adult amongst supposed adults. Amish was fine; he handled himself well, but Geek was the one who wanted to throw that fire into the ring. I'm like, look, I get it. That's totally different thing. His DMs are open, go for that. But if you're gonna bring that on here and you're gonna act like that, guess what? I'm gonna step up. I'll be the adult and I'll tell you to shut up right now because I'm not gonna have this. This is not the show for it. And that's what I don't like. It's what I don't like at all. I don't care. I already know this. I've already heard some of the stories of the situation. But if what's done is done, you can't go back and past and change it. So don't bring it up now. Don't bring it up now. So there's that.
Well, that I mean, like I said, you know who these people are who have in the past kind of buried the show. There was so this is completely unrelated to what people have done. There was one person I was trying to clip for you because it was a recent one. She would not stop saying like, and it was driving me mad. It was every other word she said the word like, and I could not take it. I was like, I can't do this one, Dara. I just can't.
You'll have to tell me later who it was because I
Yeah,
don't
yeah. I'm
remember.
I'm not gonna call anybody out because it's not. People don't know they do that sometimes. People don't know,
I've done it
but
before. I've done it before. I've been in a situation like ums and likes and stuff, but I've had to.
yeah. Well, yours are pretty easy to cut around. And once I learned that you make your best point the third time, it was a lot easier.
Thanks. I
It's a
appreciate
lot
that.
easier for me to kind of be like, all right, Dara's starting to make a good point. Let me
Uh,
skip to where he actually says the whole thing. And then you do.
uh,
And it's like you nail it every time you do. That's why it's easy to edit you.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I'm willing to take audience criticism. I'm okay.
It's not criticism. It's actually just me poking fun at you because you're not going to change. Why would you change? You're doing everything right.
Because it's about improving, but it's about improving for because mainly one of the things I've come across for the conversational part is also trying to improve this tool, which it is, in order to help be on the defense for people who want to be on the destructive bad actors. Basically, we'll call them bad actors. On bad actors who want to be a part of that ordeal, and I'm like, I'm not all about that. I don't care. Obviously, Geek's not toxic, but he did do something stupid, which is a need to be called out.
But
It's called
honestly, it was stupid of him to bring it up
yeah,
because he probably knew that somebody was going to bring it up on your podcast.
yeah,
Like it
uh,
was kind of dumb to be
yeah,
like, "Hey guys, why can't I join you again? What happened? What did I do?"
yeah.
And then somebody has to tell him, be like, "Yeah, we're not welcoming you back, brother."
Well, and if you don't, if you have to go on someone else's show to do that, that's one that's disrespectful right off the bat.
Mm.
You don't bring other issues. If you're going, let's just put this out for everyone. If you're going on someone else's show, right? Doesn't matter what the show's about. Well, it does because of the context, right? If the show's about gaming, if the show's about whatever, don't bring stuff that has no relation to it whatsoever in a negative stance. Positive, sure. Negative, not so much. Because it's BS. All right, let's just call it what it is. It's BS, and it makes you look bad, and it makes it hard to invite the individual on again. Like I've had to deal with my own fair share of backroom drama doing this stuff, and I shite you not. I'm dealing with a bunch of children. It
No,
I'm not, well, not you. But it's not, I'm not perfect either. I'm not gonna say I'm perfect here either, but the point of the matter is it goes to show what you don't see as the chat, as the viewer, as all the stuff. Because at the end of the day, what you guys see is what you're being told, right? No, same can go for me. But what I'm telling you is what I've always told you. This whole thing here, not the show, but the whole thing of content creation is bogus for what people try to point it out. Oh, it's hard. Sure, there are some degrees of hardness, but really, if you have your system set up, there are degrees of hardness. Not like that.
mm-hmm.
Um, but what? What?
They,
What are you trying to point to?
yo,
What?
you're right. There are degrees of hardness. Continue.
See, kid, right over here. Goodness
What do
sake.
you mean? I'm listening. Go on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whatever. Is it my third time? Is that your third time now? Is that what you're third degrees of dare right there? Don't, you're not difficult. You're not difficult.
Well,
Um,
no, but you know, I also believe in your show. That was the other thing I was going to say.
mm,
So, because you asked me generally what I thought about everything, and it's
right.
like I would love to do a podcast, but I'm not the face of it. I'm behind the scenes. When it was going to be Bo's gay radio station, I was going to blame him for everything. You know,
Ah,
like everything that came out of my mouth, I was just going to blame him for it.
all right.
And I was going to blame him for all the production. I was just going to put his face out there because he really is. If people don't know who he is, but he would be a star if he
Mm,
actually put in the work to stream. He'd be one of the big guys, 100%. He has the personality for it. I don't. I
mm,
don't have the personality to be a streamer.
mm.
Um, I could probably do this once a week. That's
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
I
I
just
mean,
gotta be honest. That's not for me. Uh, I I like the Rumble community though. Like I
mm.
like everybody that I see in chat, all the people that I've met. Your chat's no different. Everybody shows up and it's all love. Um,
Well, I will say this: the Rumble. I will say this: the pay for it one usually doesn't have a lot of people for it, but I don't care either way. It's not about. It's not about that.
it's
It's about the pay for it
you know
part.
I like catching your show, but it's a hard ask sometimes because I'll edit all morning,
Mm,
sometimes up until about geez like 1 or 2 p.m. and then
wow.
I'll go take a nap. And
Mm,
your show starts in a couple hours after I've fallen asleep.
it's
It's
fine.
true. I crash, man. I crash hard during the middle of the day. It's
What?
been a problem.
What? Do I look like I'm gonna force you to do something? I
Yeah,
just ask you.
at gunpoint, actually, you do.
Oh goodness, nope, that's a lie. That's all a lie. It was never true. I never met that woman. Um, wait a second, what? No, but I do appreciate it. I do appreciate that. It's just I don't I want people to understand the why, at least for the three parts that I do, and I want people to understand that where I'm coming from for all the Rumble stuff because I'm not here for the hype.
Yeah.
I'm not here to say, oh, there's nothing wrong, or maybe get a, like it's you already saw with the Rumble Squared. You already saw with all the what was said in Rumble Squared. Um it's just I can't. It's what any other platform has that. Kick has that. Twitch has that. YouTube a bit hard because it's too big. Um but that fast with one hand. Well, maybe that's a real question. Well, Dub wants to know how are you typing so fast with one hand? Really, how do you do it?
Uh, don't ask, guys. Come on.
There you go. Answer solved. Um,
No, no. Uh, I used to play Halo PC and Guild Wars in my teenage years, and it's all I did all day, every day, hours and hours and hours of video games. So the left hand WASD and all that crap. That's
yeah,
that's how I edit. I edit with one hand. I do the timeline WASD. I taught DT how to do that. I was like, do it this way. It's easy.
yeah.
And because it's like my right hand can use the mouse and click everything, or my left
Mm,
hand could just use the keyboard and click
mm.
everything. So I got a little bit of advantage there. It's all
He's,
built into me.
he's got a system going on, kids. Write that down. Write
I
that
used
down.
I used to type a lot quicker when I had to do it all the time. Like when
Right.
I worked at Apple, I worked at T-Mobile, I worked for a
Oh,
cable company. I've
what
done all these tech jobs, and it's kind of built into me now.
what kind of capacity for Apple?
I was a tier 2 support, and it was around the time. So I was only like 18,
Oh,
but I was one of the first classes to get put into tier 2, which was pretty cool. And
oh,
that's the people that the when you call, like if you were to call into Apple support
Yeah.
and you get the nerd on the phone who doesn't know what the hell he's doing, he's
Yeah.
got to call me for help. That was kind
Mm.
of how it went.
Ah, okay.
That, but that's all I did for a few years at Apple, and then T-Mobile was pretty much the same. I was there tier two the whole time. There's something called RSL, which
Mhm.
is retail support. So if you go to the store and the
Mhm.
store doesn't know what they're doing, they had to call me.
Ah,
There was a bunch of that. It was just a bunch of helping people didn't know what the hell they were doing.
ugh.
The cable company was a little weird. I was the only person who knew how to work on an Apple computer,
Oh.
and yeah, so the company that came in was doing an
Mhm.
email conversion,
Mhm.
and I would come into my little desk area, and there'd be a bunch of sticky notes like, "Hey, call this person. They're on an Apple. I don't know what the hell to do." And
Mhm.
that was my life for a little bit.
Ugh, goodness sake. Some
Mm.
people just won't learn.
Well,
Um,
I've learned not to be too helpful. You know what I'm saying? Because
true.
people will take advantage of it.
Yeah, why wouldn't they? If they can get what's the saying? If they can get the milk for free, I think that's the saying.
I've had that
Why
happen.
why
I've tried
buy
to
the
help people with editing, and they've taken advantage of me a little bit.
why buy the that's right. Why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free? That's right. And that could be for all things in life. But no, I was just gonna say because you and Freedom Otter have sort of something similar because he used to work at Apple and you already clipped that one. So but he got to get the emails from Steve Jobs. So there was that.
Well, I did. So the only CEO I ever met was the one for T-Mobile. He actually, so the center I worked at was his home center. There was like 13 of them, but he chose ours.
Wow.
And at the time, the CEO's name was John Ledger, and
Oh,
he would come in and actually talk to all of us in a setting. And, like I've talked to him in person, and I thought that was kind of cool. I'm like, I'm just some small fry. I get to talk to this freaking CEO.
yeah. That's
Then
that's
they gave us, stocks, and I was like, all right.
well. I think that's kind of how it's. I mean, obviously, probably won't find an older person doing it. Maybe not. But I feel like that's how it should be because you kind of have to realize the CEO started somewhere. Now, I there are CEOs who are sort of like they give you the
But
corporate. Oh, sorry.
yeah, no, you're good. He was new though. They had brought him in to oversee the IPO because
Mm.
T-Mobile wasn't a publicly traded company at the time. So
Ah.
I actually was working there when it became a publicly traded company, and they
Mm,
gave they gave me stocks at the IPO price. So that was
mm.
kind of nice because it was only 16. T-Mobile was $16 when it launched. I don't know if anybody knows that. It was $16 a stock.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
Wow. Yeah, I just don't enjoy the corporate speak,
Right.
unfortunately, because it's very
Well, T-Mobile also they like almost exclusively only promoted gay people. I don't mean I'm not even saying that like as a joke. It's
right.
every single higher up that I had communication with was gay, and I'm like,
Mm.
okay, I kind of see in the pattern here. I'm either gonna have to become gay. Uh, I tried, man. I really tried as hard as I could. It didn't happen.
So that's why you're good left-handed. Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
100%.
Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. No, I just think it's kind of nice when you have someone to speak on that. I mean, yeah, he did come in to start out, but it's nice to have someone. You can't always be personal on that level always because it is a business after all. But when you can have a moment of that where you're talking to him and it's just person to person, that I think speaks more volume than just like, hey, we're all here, we're all family. No, you're not. You're not a family. I don't care what they say. Um, I don't care. I don't care if it's a platform or a business. When someone says they're family, it's not a family. I'm sorry to tell you.
What do you mean? Aren't we family, dog?
No, we're not family. Because I understand the gist of it. When it's language, it's language we use every day. I get it. Community works, but saying a group of people are a family if they're not blood related is kind of an iffy for me because just like with any community, things can break down, sides are taken, and all this stuff. It's not saying there aren't good people. It's just saying the problem of it is when people say family, they're not taking into account that this is not always the case. People come, people go. It's a part of life, right?
But that's one other thing that it's one of your strengths where you're able to form your own opinions about things.
Mm,
You don't really adopt anybody else's opinion. You kind of just come to your own conclusions about things, which is
mm.
awesome.
Thanks. I
Uh,
think I think
yeah, that's
thank
true.
you.
That's true. It's probably because you were homeschooled, but whatever.
Yeah, I was a bit homeschooled, but my thing is like just looking out there, and again, talking to other people too, because you kind of pick up on things that they say, and again, I've always stated that it's best to be a white sheet rather than a blank white sheet rather than blank sheet, obviously, because someone's gonna be like, he's white, and I was like, okay, blank sheet.
I am. I'm white. I could change the lighting if you want. You could see how.
No, no, no,
No,
we're
never
we're
mind.
good.
I like my lighting. I'm not changing it.
Uh, DT says, I agree. I really hate that we're a family. It's transactional affairs. We family as long as you're useful. Exactly. And again, there are good people out there. I do want to what's the word? Emphasizing that there are good people out there, but when you have people, whether it be a business or a platform or whatever, when they say family, there's an issue. There's an issue there because I know what happens on the back end. I've seen it myself. I've been there. You want to tell me, well, yeah, well, there's probably families out there that treat themselves like crap. Okay, there are families that probably do treat each other like crap. But you want to tell me that you're going to call this group of people you know a family when there's always that secret undercurrent that's going on there, right? Not everyone tells each other secrets. Are we really going to go down that road? Okay. I'm just saying. I just don't agree with it. You can say it all you want. That's fine. Don't listen to me. I'm not here to tell you what to do. But yeah, Artful Brittany's right. Family's too close of a term. I get why it's said. Don't don't get me wrong, but I'm not here to tell to agree with it because I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. It's used in the business because I had a job I work at, any job. I don't agree with it if it's used for people on a platform. I don't agree with it because at the end of the day, guess what a platform is? It's a business, and you're transactional. Guess what a business is at a job you work at, whether it be a market or T-Mobile or Apple, you're transactional because they can fire you at any time.
Well, I know they really like it to be a family. That's for sure. So maybe it's
I
just
understand, I
it's
understand
like
that.
if they're being positive about it, I give them a
Yes.
pass. If
Yeah.
if they're being like, hey, please accept me, please, for the love of God, give me attention, then that's kind of annoying.
And okay, stuff. Okay. I DT says, or when they say I love you guys and don't even know you don't I don't even know. Oh, okay. He's saying I don't even know you, LOL. Okay. It was worded weird. I
DT,
apologize.
I love you, DT.
Okay, kids, we're gonna have to calm it down. But stuff does have a point, right?
D,
Oh, sorry.
DT was the first person I met on here, by the way. Back
Oh,
in November of last year.
does that mean did he give you a hug and tell you I love you
He
too, man?
he owes he owes me a smooch. I fixed his internet for him.
Looks like there's gonna be something talked about later on today. But no, I kind of Stuff Central. I kind of hear you. Rumble is family. Then I get left out of a few events when I ask to join. I hear you, man. I hear you. Again, I don't I don't agree with it. If it's used in a positive, I understand it, but even then, I still don't agree with it because I understand this whole thing, this whole content creator sphere. I know some of the stuff that's involved. I know some of the gears that works. I'm not the big in deep, if that's to help, but the point that should be understood is what I've always said with the being wanting to become a content creator is if you can't answer the two questions I ask you, then I plead with you, don't become a content creator just because I know the back end and I want to save your sanity and probably your soul before you step into this thing. That's why
Yeah.
I want to do it.
For me, I mean, I agree with you, but I also try to find those people who are kind of downtrodden and give them a
Yeah.
little boost. I like finding smaller creators because they still do this for fun. It's not
Yep.
about money to them, and they don't
Mhm.
think they're ever going to make it. So sometimes you can find somebody who's got a great personality and a great style, and they're kind of down about themselves and they compare themselves to other people too much. So I
Yeah.
like finding those people and trying to boost their confidence a little bit and letting them know, like, hey, you're doing everything all right. I mean, don't
Yeah.
compare yourself to this guy, this guy, this guy. Is- the amount of success that you could have, it does get hindered by you comparing yourself to other people
Yeah.
because you're not going to do what you would have done organically. The same point I was making yesterday for Rumble Squared with you guys. I was saying the second you start focusing on monetization or making money, uh, it's manufactured. You're no longer doing it for the right
Mhm.
reason,
Yeah.
and that's going to reflect in your work. It's going to reflect in what you're doing, and you're probably not even going to be happy with it. You're going to
What?
put out a product you're not happy with, and then you're also not going to be happy with the results of not getting monetized, like not getting the money you were thinking about getting.
Mm. What? Oh. But well, before I was going to say something before we go any further, it is the top of the hour, of course, and obviously, as always, it says it's a time for me and my guests to promote our stuff. Give me a second. I think I have your links, at least all that I could find. But if you want to promote your stuff, good sir, or whatever you'd like to, the floor is yours.
Okay, follow Dara, follow DT, follow Zolo, follow Steve, follow Stuff Central, follow Wilkie, follow everybody I work with, follow the Brat Pack. I don't I'm not gonna be a big time streamer, but I might do a weekly clip show if I can get my computer to cooperate.
Just
Um,
slap it around a few times.
all right.
Come on, work, work.
uh, I'm available for basically anything. My DMs are always open, so I do whatever you need. Honestly, that's my
I
work.
I would like to hesitate on the word anything and do what you
No,
need. Just
it's anything.
wow, I didn't know Las Vegas got so bad out there. Goodness sake.
I I gotta fit in somehow, man. It's a whole city of debaucherous drunks.
Well, I heard going down Fremont Street will get you started.
I haven't been there in years.
I know I've talked about, it. But
I
yes,
think.
is like go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, no. But again, his links are right there up on the screen. Obviously in the description below on both ends. If you want to see us, obviously you haven't made anything in quite a while on Rumble. But at least if they,
Yeah. Um, that's kind of a timestamp. You can see when I got hired. It was that's the last video I made. It's
yeah,
like, oh, okay, I got a little busy there. Yeah,
yeah. But at least if you want to communicate with him, you can contact him at his Twitter X, which is always a good way. And
that's the best
obviously,
way. Yeah, I don't check Discord all the time. I'm on Discord too. I don't check it.
many people won't be on Twitter X, and that's why I have Discord, email, and all that stuff for communication. But usually Twitter X is the majority of it. But yeah, you already see he's a nice, well-to-do gentleman who tries his best,
Well
and
to
he
do.
looks professional. Well-to-do.
Hmm.
Yeah, thank you. And if you want to work with him, well, he'll let you know how much it costs, $1,000. But anyway, six or
Uh,
five.
I will be shockingly cheap. I promise you. You'll be surprised to learn that the people who advertise their prices on X, every single one of them, more expensive than myself. That's why I
Oh,
do not advertise my prices. That's okay. That's my shameless plug. Is whatever you see people charging, I'm cheaper. I promise you.
mhm.
I just don't tell people that in
Yeah,
mass because I don't want like a bunch of people dumping projects on me when I've got other things going on. So I
yeah.
like to work with people I actually like, and that's
Word of mouth.
why. Well, yeah,
Oh,
word of mouth is the best way because then I get people who are actually interested in working with me, not people who want to take advantage of me.
dang it! I've missed out that opportunity. But anyway,
What do you mean? You took plenty of advantage of me. What are you talking about?
hey, I paid you for it. Don't try to throw it off. Don't try to be a hussy about it. Oh, come on.
That's true.
Um,
You did.
but but anyway, his links are there, and best way to communicate him with is with the Twitter X, and yeah, he's certainly reasonable to work with. I mean, come on, you probably won't find anyone better. I dislike how many commission messages I've gotten on Twitter
You,
X, and I'm like, I can tell
you'll,
from a mile away once they, yeah, I can
you'll
tell
never
from a mile
get
away.
that from me. I am not a Fiverr bot. That's what those people are.
Yeah, or like,
Pe- People use Fiverr, and it's like, guys, I already know this. Maybe you guys don't know this, but
uh,
on Fiverr, nobody is a real person. Most of the accounts are from a farm. They're from like an Indian farm or a Chinese farm, and they just put out fake names, and it's a bunch of the same recycled content.
mhm,
You're just talking to somebody from another country who's pretending to be local or whatever. Like they're not actual real people. Most of them aren't.
mhm,
Anybody who's spamming their advertisements like that, they're not real. They're not who they say they are anyway. You can take that for what you will, but they're not. They don't care about you. That's the other thing, right? You pay somebody up front for a project, and then you get whatever they give you,
yeah,
and that's kind of a bad way to do business, especially when there's no when you're doing custom work.
yeah,
You're probably not going to get it right the first time. That's how I operate. It's like I already know. Just because I like something doesn't mean you're going to like it. You got to tell
true.
me. You got to give me feedback so that I can actually adjust to your style. That's just how it goes.
We have a lot of feedback to go over later, but anyway, yeah.
Hey, you said I was fired. You give me feedback when you hire me again.
Well, it's more like don't have the finances to continue. So that's the whole point. It's better to say fired because it sounds like a better reason than it says I got no money. Like, so you're poor then.
Well,
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
I I plan on using this opportunity, just so you know. I plan on using this opportunity to start
Sure.
working for Casey because he's a good guy, and I've been wanting to work for him, and he's been wanting to work with me. So
There you go. Look at that. Trying to throw me off and say dead weight, dead weight.
yeah, just
Ah,
prime real estate. Take that as you will. You were
ugh.
prime.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I feel like a superstar already. The glamour and the glass, or whatever you want to call it. But anyways, links are down below on both Rumble and YouTube. So if you want to find them, you'll find them both there. Of course, for my end of things, whether you're on the Rumble side or the YouTube. There we go. Now it's showing back up on the Rumble side. Thank good Lord. Anyway, whether you're on the Rumble side or whether you're on the YouTube side, if you don't mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment or follow, anything that helps with the engagement factor is much appreciated because not only does it help them being seen more, like all content creators want to be. I mean, even if they say no, there's a little grain of sand down in there that says yes. Also, it also helps in having other people on, like NGM, like Sergeant Wilkie, like Omega, like South Central, like so many others. Again, over
Wait,
260
Stuffy's been on your show before. I didn't see that episode.
Yeah, he's been on before. Stuff
Yeah.
Central, yeah, yeah,
Oh, I
before.
gotta go back and see that one. I didn't see it.
It's in the live section. Well,
Hmm.
you don't use the YouTube because I'm looking from the YouTube ad.
Well,
Um,
no, but on Rumble, if you go to somebody's channel, you can search. When you use the search, it
the
just
search
searches
is not
within their
the
channel.
the search is not great. It's
Well,
not great.
I'm not saying it's great, but I'm saying if you go to Rumble into somebody's channel, the search becomes for their channel. That's what I do for you. I go to Daramuth channel, and then
You
at the
try.
top, I type in like PIF, and then only your stuff comes up.
I would, if you're looking for him, try using his at on Twitter X because I did put that in the description. So, but I don't know
All
if
right.
it'll work either. But yeah, I've had on over 260 people, and so many more on the way. Again, September there's a little few left, that I'm waiting on, and so forth and so on. But I do this thing because I enjoy it, not because I have to, whatever, but because, well, I mean, after all, the calling is so great to do it that it's kind of hard to say no to it. Because who in their mind gets an unlimited opportunity and says no to it? I don't know. I'm saying yes as much as I can without trying to, flopping over dead like a fish. But anyway, any help with the engagement factor on either Rumble or the YouTube side is much appreciated. And of course, 1 second. Of course, if whether here's my link to find my stuff. You can find me on Twitter X. You can find my email there. You can find my Discord link, but it's mostly just for DMing. Also, my links to Rumble and YouTube there. If you need to find where else I'm at, you can go there too. And of course, like I said, uh, I'm not. I'm still in the Rumble Creator Program, but I'm not earning anything, so whatever. But
They should kick you out, honestly. I mean, talking so much shit about it.
well, I'm just glad I'm not deleted again, so to speak. But for the other part, I am in part of Proton's partner program, and what that means is that last while I haven't changed the link yet, so I'll have to get that too. But right now I'm promoting the Proton Pass, which is their password manager that they have, and I use it along with a bunch of other tools they have. But I use this on the daily. It keeps all my passwords in one place and allows you to use like an alias email thing. That way you don't have to use your actual email, which is great. It has 2FA integrated in with it, and so much else. There's a link down below. You get a discount with it. It looks like you get like half off or something. I can't remember. But you can take a look, see if it's worth it for you, and if not, that's fine. I can make money off it, but it's not really the point of why I do it. It's just a benefit I promote. And why not promote a benefit that's beneficial for all? So, and especially at the times there with like scammers and stuff, and you really want to, and again, pass the whole password stuff that you've seen out in the news, like the like the credit card numbers and all that stuff, or whatever you've seen like a company get cracked into and their password all stolen. Eh, Proton's helpful with that. So, uh, you can take a look. With or not, that's fine, but, just promoting a benefit that's beneficial to y'all. So thank y'all for that very much, and I gotta change it because the next one I'm gonna be promoting is their Proton Unlimited, which includes all their stuff, but you'll most likely get a deal out of that. So that's what I'll promote next. I just gotta change it. Um, let's bring up some of the chats that were coming from the Rumble Studio side. I shave my head when I get tired. Wow, that's That's crazy.
I had to pull up the chat on my phone for some reason. The studio's locking me out of everything else. It's the only thing working right now on my computer.
Well, guests can't. You're only allowed to do limited stuff, and guests can't chat out from Rumble Studio.
No, I mean, none of my tabs are working. I can't even get on friggin' a new tab for some reason. It's all lagged out, so I'm just using my phone here.
Hmm. Okay. Well, yeah. That's what my Rumble Squared is for. Uh, Goodness. Gosh, shake my head. Go back 2 year in my video. Oh yeah, that's right. You were last year. I remember that. But yeah, I don't. The search on Rumbles is not that great for search. I tried to find Jason through the search on the back end, and it would not find it. And yet his name was in the title, and it could not find it. Even if I put the at with it, it could not find him. So I'm like, yep, great job. Peak NG internet. That's right. So peak he's on. But
My well, so on my other lap, I'm using the laptop Wilkie sent me, actually, his old gaming
nice.
laptop. Yeah, yeah. On my personal laptop, it's just a
Mm,
shitty little Asus laptop. Uh,
mm,
I have internet trouble every single day,
mm.
and I have to uninstall and reinstall my internet driver over and over and over again to get full speed. It's really, really annoying. So I'm just using this one now.
Tell that internet company to shite off. Bam.
It's
Uh,
my computer. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it.
and Amelia Fake Nerds. Hey, come on now, Amelia. Don't be like that.
Yeah, Amelia, what are you doing over there?
Hey, Amelia, get up.
She, she,
That's
she just cringed when I called her Amelia.
hey. It's
That's your name. You put that name. You created the name Amelia Faley. That was all you.
yeah, that's true. Hey, young lady, no, stop arguing. Okay, you the one who did it. It's on you this time, all right? She's looking over me like, that's okay. I'll wait today to be getting beat up by a woman. I'm pretty sure it's coming. It says me, a tech guy. Yeah, Steph Central. Tech guys are so hot. No, Steph, no. I give you a 6. All right, I'll give you a 6, stuff. But I'm not that attracted. I like the ladies more. So there's that. Um, but yeah. So there you
That
go.
was what Stuffy just said was what friggin' Bex said in DT's chat after we fixed his internet. She's like,
Oh,
tech guys are so hot.
that guy is so hot. Yeah, and a 6, Stubby. I was like, yeah, I'll give him a 6. Why not? I
Stuffy Stuffy's like a 9 out of 9.
Okay, let's calm it down there, kids. Okay, let's just calm it down. Let's be realistic about things. Okay.
All right,
All
you're
right.
right. He's 10 out of 10.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a little too much. That's a little bias. I see a little bias going on there. He's an 8.5. He's an 8.5. Oh, there's the hold on. Shh, shh, shh. I see a wild creature in the background. Shh.
I'll make her get. Hey, say hi. Come say hi.
Yeah, say hi for once. At least so we can see who's yelling. Oh, look, there's the yeller. Man, she's so cruel at that point. Oh my
I don't even
gosh.
know if there's any coffee left.
I know. It was pretty light. But I
That's
needed
okay though. Well, she's always welcome to come on,
I
but
have a boss fight.
she a
Oh.
boss fight. Wait, is she
Oh,
playing a game or something?
She's playing Lies of P. I say that wrong every time I say it. That's the first time I've ever said that game correctly. Lies of P.
The only
She's
lies,
playing that tonight.
the only lies of P I know is the one where it's discolored, but that's a different story.
Oh, that's the Dead by Daylight girl. Yeah, no, that's
That's
right.
the Dead by Daylight.
That's what DT said. He called you the Dead by Daylight girl.
Thanks.
Welcome. Now, is she just a gamer then? Is your girlfriend just a gamer?
That's all she does. But so we don't have a USB 3.0 port on any of our computers. We can't
Mhm.
use the Elgato that we have.
Oh,
Yeah, so she's stuck on Twitch for now until Rumble gets integrated into PlayStation, which will never happen.
most likely not. Obviously, because PlayStation's a little whiny witch. Yeah.
Well, they'll never get integrated when other people are outbidding them. They're paying for them not to be there.
Wow, really?
Why would they want their competition there if they're giving them all this money? That's part of the deal.
Well, I mean, there's already on a lot of places though. Like I'm pretty sure Twitch has it and YouTube has it. I'm pretty sure Kick may have it. I'm not sure.
But anytime they do, I mean, they got to get paid somehow, right? But Sony is so large that their contracts would be
Millions,
yeah, exactly, way bigger than
millions.
we think, just
Yeah.
to have your app on there. And then they probably stipulate, hey, just as long as you don't have our competitor on there. And Rumble is a competitor now. It's I would say it's grown to the point where people would prefer to watch streaming on Rumble than on YouTube if they have
Look,
both.
she's to your left. There you go. All right. There's you
There's,
looking over to
there's,
your right.
there's
Yeah.
actually a cat over here.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, again, yes, your girlfriend could probably be like a cat, but that's beside the point.
All
Um.
women are like cats. They know that.
Well. Brittany, is that true? Is that? Oh, look at that. I think she's almost trying to hit you though.
If you don't think women are like cats, see what happens when you feed them and shut up. They'll love you. They'll come back tomorrow. They'll be on your lap. Hmm. I'll win
Now,
her over.
what? Now, does chocolate work better than any other sweet still? That's the real
Uh,
question.
on me, it does. So if you want to get me, you give me chocolate and weed, and we're good. And I'll be in your lap.
I think I'll pass. I'm okay. I'm okay.
All right.
Sudoku cat. But yeah, I don't know if they'll ever get. They got Microsoft Xbox, so we'll see how that goes. But even then, they're not even moved forward with that. So yeah, it is what it is. But I just yeah, I don't almond Hershey bars. Almond
Oh, those
Hershey
are
bars.
amazing. You kidding me?
Just don't give him the one with coconut in it. He might not like coconut.
Nah, shit. If it's covered in chocolate, I'll eat that. I don't care.
So what you're saying is, if it's
I'm
covered in
saying that.
chocolate. Oh
Yes.
wow. Okay. All right.
Whatever you are offering me, cover it in chocolate. And I'll at least take a little nibble.
Cover it in chocolate. Brittany says, I'm the human version of a cat, so yes, I hide with new visitors. I'm food motivated, but also sometimes like attention.
See? Brittany gets it. And I promise you, if you want to win over a girl like Brittany, you just give her favorite snacks and don't say a word. Just walk away. She'll come
He's
back the next day. She'll be looking for you. She'll be like, "Where's that fucking?"
Where's that guy? It's like a National Geographic. And here we are, seeing the female taking out of the dish the Sour Patch Kids. Oh, hold on, she's taking one of them. It's not looking so good. Oh, she has a little sour face. Oh, it's looking like it's good. It's been a second. She's walking away. She's walking away. Now we wait for tomorrow to see if she comes back another day. What kind of chocolate though? Oh, that's right. What kind of chocolate though? Milk, dark or white?
Well, white isn't really chocolate. It's actually just sugar, and they make it taste sweet. It's not chocolate at all. So I would say anything else.
Anything else? He speaks truth. Well, I'm glad from. Well, yeah, that's right. Artful
Thank you,
Brittany.
Brittany. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
You
well,
know what,
she is.
Brittany? You're gonna be a mod in my chat whenever I start streaming, just for that,
Yeah, there you
just
go.
for agreeing with me on the cat thing.
Well, and she is a married lady too, so she knows. She
Yeah,
knows.
somebody had to have done the strategy with her.
Yeah, it's
Somebody
like
had.
he's like dangling the little what is the Swedish fish or something like that, and just like, oh wow, a present. Um, that should be an experiment. Someone goes out with like a bag of Hershey Kisses and like, so just hold one up and see if anyone's like coming at you. It's like, oh, what's that? It's like it's a Hershey's Kiss. You want one? It's like there you go.
I only recommend it with chocolate. Don't try. I'm not a drinker, but do not try that with drinks. Don't walk up to a girl, hand her a drink, and walk away and say nothing. That
That's
might
bad.
not be good. Yeah, it's probably
That's
the worst thing you could do, actually.
look. I get it. All right, pretty lady at a bar want to have a good time, but to be honest, they just get a little weird after that, right? You want to be coherent.
I haven't drank anything other than maybe some like MGD here and there in
Mm.
like 10 years now. I don't even like alcohol. But if you give well, I smoke like a fish, so if you give me weed, there you go.
I'm not going to complain against that. Cookies. It was cookies. Was it oatmeal raisin or was it chocolate chip?
Cookies.
I need to
She
know
she
the.
remembers. She even remembers what it was. That's great.
Was it chocolate chip or was it oatmeal raisin? I need to know this answer.
It was oatmeal chocolate chip, a very underrated flavor.
Oh yes. Oh Lord, that is a
Very
good one.
underrated.
I tried. There was one I had. Chocolate chip. Winner. That's a winner every time. You give them raisin oatmeal. Lies. It's the devil's cookie right there. The devil's cookie is raisin raisin oatmeal. Lies. All lies. But there was one I tried where it had macadamia nut in it, but it had white chocolate in it too. So
It's all right.
there is there. It works. Oh, Steve is asking the real question right there. What weed you want?
What weed I want?
Mm.
Green, orange, purple. I like those flavors.
Isn't that is can a color be a flavor? That's the real question.
Yeah, definitely. Purple is grape. Green is apple.
He has 3 different plants. I see a deal going down. You have to name them though. You have to name what plants you got. You can't just say 3 different plants and call it a successful wish.
He's got a ficus. He's
He's got a fern, and
he's
he's
got a
got a
dandelion. He's
and
calling that one a plant.
he's got a black-eyed Susan, and that's a real flower.
Is it?
Um, yeah, it is black-eyed Susan. Yep.
You know, your knowledge
Orange.
of flowers impresses me, Dar.
Hold on. All right, orange is mango. Okay,
Orange
so
is
he's
mango. Thank you,
orange is
Zolo.
mango.
Appreciate that. Orange is not orange. It's mango,
It's mango.
which are yellow.
Yes, exactly. All right. Let's see if I can't. Nope, not that. That's not how. I nope. Like good. There. Nope. No.
Yeah, looking through the chat here, basically every single person that I see in chat is going to be a mod in my chat. It's pretty funny.
Aw. There you go. Look at that. He's giving
Yeah.
you a thumbs up, chat.
I'm making them come in. That's what it is. It's like you wouldn't come in if I didn't mod you. I want to make you special, and then you can have a little badge.
Let's see.
I'd make you a mod too, Dar, but you ain't ever gonna come into my stream. You're too busy.
Good Lord, am I? I have a full-time job and I'm doing this stuff, but I enjoy it all the same. All right, here we go.
He's a producer, everybody. Believe me, he
I like
is.
to produce. Oh wait. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Artful. Hey, Abe. Oh, Abe. Never mind. Never mind. Party's over. Abe's here. The party's
Abe.
over. It's time to close up shop.
Hold on. Cool kids. Cool kids are here. Shade's going back on.
Is pink strawberry or watermelon? Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question.
Is pink a flavor of weed? I never seen pink weed.
I don't need a badge. Oh, look at that. I'll be a
You need a
mod and
badge. You're getting a badge.
I'll be a mod and mute myself for 5 minutes. Ooh, wow, look at that.
I wouldn't
Self-muting.
expect anything less, Solo.
Hey, thank you, Sergeant Wilkie. Much appreciated.
Woo, Wilkie.
Woo, Wilkie. The
All
man who
right,
talked.
now everybody who was here to watch Wilkie, we'll see you later. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she was over. No, because I remember when I had Wilkie on and was talking about all the crayon stuff from his time in the Marines. I think it was
He likes
Marines.
eating those. I don't know why. They must taste.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Crayola. I heard Crayola was the best. Was the best.
Crayons, yeah.
Crayons. Oh, is she been in the military too? Is that what she's trying to say?
She was Army airborne.
Really?
Yep.
Airborne? So that means
that's how she's broken. She friggin' landed funny from a jump.
Ah,
You guys can't see the wheelchair. She's just rolling around behind.
wow.
It's
Smash that thumbs up button like Roger Jackson beats up on an unconscious pro wrestler. Wow, you really had to go there.
Hey, that was nuts, man. Did you see that video? That guy needs to go to freaking prison.
I heard about it, but I mean, to be honest, if no one was stopping him, well, I think it was too late to stop him. But if no one was really putting in the brakes, he really should be facing criminal punishment.
I think it took about 6 or 7 shots before people were like, I don't think this is scripted.
Yeah, usually you're kind of like, I'm not too sure. And then when you know you're sure, it's kind of like, we need to stop this now. I suggest a trank dart, but unfortunately, my opinions still do not matter in that regard. I gotta be careful about that. Someone did stop him. Who was he? Like 6 people or whatever?
I don't remember. I just remember because I used to watch the UFC, so I know who Rampage is, and I guess I still watch the UFC. I don't know what I'm saying, but I used to watch it too, and so I know who Rampage was. That's about as far as I got into caring about the thing.
Oh, so a huge wrestler did stop him. 0. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. I can't bring it up on screen because Rumble Studios being slow.
I don't know how it works, but I imagine they're gonna have to press charges.
Yeah,
I have no clue. No clue how that's gonna go, but it's like Jesus.
They caught it on camera. They caught an actual beating of someone on camera. They have to sooner or later. Someone's gonna bring up charges, and no one's gonna like walk away scot free. That's just not how it works.
Yeah.
If it does, then we're all in trouble. He put out a next video calling Raja, okay, I see. Yeah, the video started to watch, but the state of California has now taken over the case because LAPD dropped the ball. Well, LAPD sounds like they've got a lot of balls dropped.
When did the police ever muck anything up, huh?
When did they? But anyway, as promised, here's what I was going to show. Obviously, this is what a Black Susan looks like. Black-eyed Susan, everyone. There you go. That's a black-eyed Susan right there. The Thunbergia alata, commonly called black-eyed Susan vine, and that's what a black-eyed Susan is. Comes in different colors, obviously, but it is pretty. It is a pretty flower. I've never seen one in life though, but I'm pretty sure it only grows in certain areas. Yeah, yeah, it's native to Eastern Africa, so that's probably why I haven't seen it. So there we go. Now you know. Now you know there's a thing called the black-eyed Susan. The black-eyed peas, that's a bit different.
Yeah,
Uh,
the Black Eyed Peas is a terrible musical group. In case anyone didn't know.
hey, Shan Chan, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Both it took like 3 people to pull him off, and one guy tackled him. Man, at a certain point, I really think you have to use a taser. Like you've gotta, if you need a quick stop, you need to have like zzz, or a cattle product because those are electrical too. You can just zzz, zzz, zzz. Oh look, it's catching up. Black-eyed Susans aren't the yellow daisies. No, there's a whole different list of flowers out there. You got to look it up. It's in a book too. This man is in. No, 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 no. It's not. I'm not gonna
Wait,
let you.
wait. If you're there,
Mm,
but Daramuth is there.
that's Abe. Don't even try, Abe. I know
Oh,
it's you. I know
all
it's
right.
you, Abe. Just like he'll bring up. Just you wait. He'll bring up Jesus. He'll bring Celine Dion, and he'll bring up the devil. Uh, what is that weird looking creature in your hand? What? Who are you talking to? Oh, what's going on there? There we go. Shan Chan right there. Um. Well, I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad you're doing. I hope things are still going well. Actually, it's funny enough. I don't think you've ever come across her video of stream when she was on with me, and she actually has a YouTube channel where she was learning and teaching Japanese.
That's
So
cool.
I thought it'd be more exciting. But no, yeah, it's always nice to learn those. And I didn't know. I still follow it, by the way, Shan Chan. I still follow that channel, by the way. Yeah, you can.
I
She.
I think I went and followed basically everybody that I clipped for you.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure they appreciate that.
They
Uh,
didn't even acknowledge it, but I'm
I
sure they
know.
did. You're right.
I know. They don't acknowledge, but they know it's there. Okay, I've been lied to in my life anyway. Well, there you go. Now you know the difference between colors. Love the red crayons. Okay. All right. So we all know Sergeant Wilkie loves red crayons. Now the question is it a red orange? Is it a blood orange or red blood or whatever it is? I need to know the specific color. I need to know the specific. Oh
Now,
goodness.
Wilkie, do you take the wrapper off first, or you just how does, how does that work?
So is it like an ice cream bar? You just keep it in the wrapper, you take it off the wrapper. Pure red. Oh my gosh. Burnt orange. Yes, there's a color out there, Zero, called burnt orange. It's really called burnt orange. I don't know why people don't understand it. Get a Crayola box next time. Look through the color names, and they call cerulean, vermilion, burnt orange, black, uh, was indigo. The paper gives it extra flavoring. Okay. Sherbet. Oh, Sergeant Wilkie likes the sherbet. Brick red. Okay. So when you're saying you're shiting bricks, does that mean the same thing? Like I'm shiting bricks, it's brick red, that sort of stuff.
Wilkie shits art apparently if he's eating that many crayons.
Oh, 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 wow.
I'm sure he agrees.
Yeah, all right. Sienna for Lady Brap. Oh, it's not bad. Oh man. I had something too. But I mean, one thing is, I'm glad that you at least have something that you're enjoying doing and you're meeting a lot of people too. There we go. I told you. I told you what happened. Told you what happened. You could let it go.
Is that Nigerian Celine Dion? Oh my god, I love your stuff.
Yeah. Especially when he sings, "My heart will go on."
Well, unfortunately, I don't think hers is going to last much longer. She's turning into a statue. That poor woman.
She'll be a wax statue soon enough.
She lives not far. Well, far, but she lives here in Vegas on the
Oh, she does.
outskirts. Yeah, she lives
Yeah.
at Lake Las Vegas. She's a very secluded person.
Makes sense.
Mm.
Now, for Las Vegas, I mean, do you guys go out and travel amongst that? Or you're more homebodies?
We did everything you can think of, man. I mean, I've when we moved here, I was taking her out everywhere. We were trying everything. We tried so many restaurants, places.
Hmm.
We're not drinkers, luckily, so I got away from the tourist prices for drinks because that's what
Yeah.
they do here. But
Ugh, I despise that. Yeah, because they were talking about the news of like tourism and stuff is down, and all that.
it's
But
106 degrees outside. Tourism is down. Nobody wants to walk around Las Vegas.
in the heat, yeah, that's true. Well,
They act like this doesn't happen every single year. The difference is there's more vacant rooms because they keep renovating the casinos and making them bigger, and they keep adding more rooms, and they keep expecting the occupancy to go up and up and up. So whenever it happens, it's going to go way down, and then people will freak out.
there we go. Yeah, I kind of get like can't be like high business all the time because obviously now I will say though, uh, that I'm liking what the sphere is doing, but I have to take a little number one issue. So I'm gonna let you test yourself on being a good podcaster and see how we do this. So you can,
Sweet.
yeah.
All right.
So if he says naughty words, just give him a slap on the wrist, guys. I'll be right back.
All right, buddy. Okay, guys. Now that Dara is gone, let me tell you what I really think of it. What are you guys saying? You don't walk around when it's 80 degrees outside. If it was 80 degrees right now, it would be the nicest day we've had in months, and I would be outside in it, and I wouldn't be talking to any. I might even walk to Target. I don't have a car, so I have to walk. I don't freaking walk. And in 106 degrees, I gotta wait for the sun to go down. So if it was 80, I would not complain, Steve. That's all I'm saying. I gotta look at my phone to see the chat, by the way, because Dara's janky ass ghetto system has locked me up. So I have to. Where did you go, Shan? Where did you go in Vegas? Where did you stay? Hop in my car, dude. Whenever, okay. So I actually, this is true. I love the heat so much that when I did have a car, I would sometimes just sit in it and bake like a sauna for hours or an hour. I'd probably die in hours, but like an hour, I'd get really sweaty and I'd go inside and take a shower. It's kind of ridiculous, but it felt so good. If you love the heat, you know what that feels like. If you don't, I sound like a freaking psychopath. Oh, you went to the Luxor? What? Why do I scare you, Solo? What the hell? The Luxor's all right. Uh, I mean, not really. It's kind of all right. Yeah, why do I scare you? What the fuck? I don't scare anybody. I'm nice. Yeah, that's the thing, Shan. They don't tell you this about Vegas, but you can only plan one thing. When you come to Vegas, whatever you plan, that's gonna take your entire day, whether you want it to or not. Oh shit, he's back. All right, guys. Don't tell him what I said.
Don't you dare, don't you
Don't
dare, Abe.
rewind. All right, don't rewind.
I'm going to call him out every time he does this because no, no, no. But oh yeah, I can't even bring up most of the stuff in chat. We stayed okay. I got married once at Little Church on the West in 1999. Where is that like one of those like Elvis things right out there that they have Elvis or whoever marry them?
Uh, oh, the gondola. Yeah, no, that thing was cool. I never actually rode it, but it's cool.
Goodness sake. But yeah, no, I can get that. Appearance in people's chats, it's becoming harder and harder to stay monetized in Rumble. What do you mean by that, Abe? People's chats, it's becoming harder and harder to stay monetized in Rumble. Well, I mean, you're already.
He's saying that it's nice to get the 20 chatters down. He's telling you that you've contributed to that.
I'd like people to understand I don't care about that anymore.
Yeah, but you're helping.
Oh,
When you go into other people's chats, you're helping them. That's just how it is.
oh well, yeah, for the pay it forward streams that I can understand.
Well, and it's also the first of the month, so now we got to go chat whore around all the other streams and make them feel good. Be like, hey, sorry, you got to do this shit every month. Here's a chat. Here's a
well,
unique chatter.
that's that's why I walked. I mean, I'm still in because I still fulfilled the things you can in order to stay in. But I'm like, I don't care because it doesn't really. It was starting to rub against what I was the grain of what I'm doing, and I'm just like, I don't. this doesn't. After a certain point, once the premium only streams were the thing that were kind of hitting me, but I was able to do them. And then all of a sudden they do the ad reads. I'm like, well, then because I've been struggling for a while to kind of like, should I keep doing it? Should I not keep doing it? Whatever. And then once they brought that ad read out, well, when they put it out and told no one, I said, all right, I'm
That's
done.
that's one thing I saw coming. I kind of warned DT and Stuffy. I was like, listen, guys, I see where this is going. They're going to be making you read ads soon. It's going to happen, and it's
How'd
just the
you?
only way I can see them making money.
How did you come about that? How were you able to?
Because of how quickly they put in the other requirements. So when they started the program, remember they were offering people an initial like $500 or some shit, and people were really excited about that.
r-
They stopped doing that after the first month,
It was
and
only
then
for the first month.
it was only for the first month, and then the
Yes.
second month they put in the 200-hour watch, the 200 watch hours or whatever.
Yes.
So they kept adding shit, and I just saw it happening where I was like, the only way this makes sense for them as a business is to get you guys to read ads. It's it. There's nothing else they're going to make money on. Our content doesn't produce them money without the advertisements, and
Mm.
they were just not going to tell you that. They were not going to tell you that was the plan. That's why months ago in April they were buttering everybody up, and I'm like, oh shit, it's going to come to an end, guys. But I actually still like that they're doing the creator program, because if you're a small streamer, good luck finding a foot in anywhere. You're not going to. And Rumble gives you at least a chance if you follow their freaking rules. It gives you a chance to make something. It's probably not going to change your life, but it'll make you
Nope.
feel good. It'll make you feel good about getting there now versus having to wait like a year or some shit to get monetized and get people donating to you.
Mm.
It is kind of cool that, Rumble, as much as we bitch about it, well, I don't bitch, but as much as everyone bitches about Rumble, it's like, where else are we going to go right now, guys? Yeah, we're all canceled. Every one of us. There's a reason we're here. We
I'm
have
not.
opinions that are offensive, and we can't say them anywhere else.
I'm streaming to both Rumble and YouTube. I'm not canceled.
Yeah, well, you're different.
That's like saying that's like telling a child who has like autism to say, well, you know what, you're special.
You're special. I don't know if you have autism. You're just
Oh,
homeschooled.
thanks. I appreciate that. No, I get that, but my issue is that's where multi-platforming oneself is going to come in, because no one platform is going to give you what people ultimately want, and majorly it's money and reach and all that stuff.
And there's also, so like, there is no. I would say what the creative program did,
Mm,
that did kind of, it kind of put a little bit of a, what do you want to call that, it kind of made people see how things were actually going,
mm,
because there are people who today hit the 200 hours. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like today, it's day one and they're
yeah,
done. They don't have to
yeah.
worry about it.
Mhm,
Everyone else I know, including people I work with, are like, at the end of the month, they're still telling me they got hours to do,
yeah.
because it's not the easiest thing if you're not already where those people are. And that's kind of what it did. The creative program showed you just how far ahead some of these streamers are. People like Soundboard Lord. I mean, he got his hours today. Pudge got
Mhm.
his hours today. They don't
Right.
have to, they're not even thinking about it, guys. They got their hours today because they
Mm,
were already so far ahead. And that's before they did the creative program, you didn't really know. People on Rumble weren't making a lot of money, and you didn't really know how successful these guys were. And I've even told Soundboard Lord that. I said, I've looked at his content and I'm like, you need a producer, bro.
mhm,
That's why I didn't want to work for him initially, is because I thought I would mismanage his content. It's a gold mine. The guy's got a friggin' gold mine of a show. His clips are gold. You don't
mhm,
want someone like me who doesn't understand coming in and being like, oh, I can make a profit off it. It's like, that's not how it works. You need somebody who respects your brand and can actually
mhm,
produce your content. And I didn't think I was that guy, but I would do it now.
mhm.
Now that you're firing me, I'd do it.
Wow, I can see how easily I'm tossed aside as like a rag doll.
Oh, yeah, I'm not tossing you aside. I'm upgrading you. Come on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just learning this stuff. Well, okay. So if you're just learning this stuff, let me put it down for all those who don't know. For the creator program, you have to stream it through Rumble Studio, whether it be direct or Canvas. You must do that for 30 hours. 30 of the 5 of those 30 hours must be premium only streams. Now you can do more than that if you want, but that's the minimum requirement. The second part about that, you must have 200 watched hours of your content. That means you can post short form content, you can post edited video form content, you can post streams. They all count towards that total 200 watch hours. But the issue of that is that Rumble does not have great discovery for content discovery. So basically, live streams are where it's at, and even then, those do not get discovered well.
Yeah, that's one thing that's kind of cool about you and other people on this platform, though, is you guys will seek out some of those smaller people. You know, you'll rate out to them, you'll donate to them, you'll do the pay it forward stream with some smaller guys.
Mm,
I've seen it happen plenty of times. All it takes is a little bit of kindness, and those people feel ready to go. They feel better about what they're doing, and
yeah,
that's how I operate. If I find a smaller streamer and I see value in what they're doing, I let them know. It's like, dude, you're doing this right. You're doing this right. Stay the course, and you'll see what happens. If you give up now, or if you think you should be way ahead of where you are, then that's the attitude you're going to have about your content, and it's just going to struggle. Like
right.
there was a point where we were all doing it. Well, not me, right? I'm not a streamer. There's a point where every single one of you didn't care at all about who was watching you. You just did it for fun. And then they kind of took that joy away from you by making you do all these fucking ad reads and shit. And I get that. That's going to happen. I
Right.
don't agree with the ad reads at all, because they're
Mm,
not telling you how much they're making off of you. And ad reads are incredibly valuable. They're
yeah.
not telling you. They don't tell you, oh, for every 10 cents you make, we make $10. Like they ain't
Yeah.
telling you that. And I've even asked one of the ambassadors, I asked him, I'm like, well, now that Rumble has a guaranteed ad revenue, are they going to guarantee a minimum payout? And he's like,
Mm,
no. And it's like, okay. And then we find out, and I think, was it you mentioning this yesterday? I forget who the fuck mentioned that. Well, I'm in a lot of streams. Somebody mentioned that Rumble's payouts, Rumble's payouts for the creator program only come from the premium signups. Was that
yes,
you who
that's
said that? Okay.
I not it's not me. I don't think I said it, but I know that's where I've understood it to come from
Right.
because that's the $10 a month or the whatever
Well, it
annually.
might have, it might have been Wilkie, because I
Yeah.
remember being on voice comms or something. And we were talking about, I don't fucking remember. But anyway, we were just talking about how, so the creator program really, it wants you to get people to sign up for premium. That's what they're doing. So that
Yeah.
premium button on people's pages, when you click that, that's what gives them the credit. That's what they're divvying the money from. It's not the ads. And I think that's a little weird. They added this whole ad read thing, but they're not actually letting you benefit from that. 17 cents or whatever the fuck you're getting is not what they're actually paying Rumble, right?
Let me put it in a way that probably makes sense, but is not the actuality of, but just kind of as a way to describe it. So don't throw at me like, oh, they're now this. It's like, no, this is just to try to help this. Think of it as like drug mules. You are driving the product, which is Rumble Premium and whatever the ads are, even if it's more just coming from Rumble Premium. You get a certain percent of the cut. They are most likely getting the major of the cut. Now, obviously, they'll say, "Well, we're doing most of the work, whatever, and all stuff," which is fine. But again, your platform, Rumble, is still kind of a 50-50 par, and that does not help in attracting more people. If you have to sweeten them up or lie to them, that's a different story. But again, it's a business, so that's what it is at the end of the day. And people should remember that. Um, but the point of the matter should be is that if you want to go for it, go for it. Try it out. See what it does for you. No one should ever tell you not to go for it. However, once you experience it and then you're like, I don't want to go for it, then you don't say in if you don't want to. It's that
And
easy.
that's the thing, is like, when this started in April, I was really excited about telling people. I was like,
I think
hey
it was in
man,
March, wasn't it?
whenever, I don't know. I was just like, get into the creator program. You're gonna get some money for being like, whatever you're doing now, it's gonna end up paying money.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't say that anymore after they took away that initial $500, because the page just kept going down and down and down.
Yeah.
It's not really exciting anymore. You know, it's not like, hey, get in now, you'll get $500. They're paying you for streaming. It's cool. It's like, nah, you got to work
Right.
for it. Now you got to
I
work for it. They made it a job.
Right. Well, I mean, it was going to be that anyway. The
Yeah.
point of the matter should be is that the $500 was always only for that month. That should yes, it was like the opener, but he always stated it was just going to be for March. So if people didn't read that part and read past it, then that's on them.
Well, you were right though about the communication. Sometimes they'll
Yeah.
put something out, and then maybe they'll wait for somebody to complain or ask a question, and then a week later they get the response out, or they're
Yep.
selective about who they respond to.
Yep.
One of the big things that they did when they released the ads is they
Mhm.
forgot to tell people that they were not going to be kicked out of the creator program for not doing the ads.
Yeah.
They didn't tell people that. People thought they were literally like, okay, well, that's it for me. I'm out of the creator program.
Yep.
The same thing though is if they're not going to pay you,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
This is where it gets weird. And I'm not
Yeah.
trying to say I know anything more than what I've observed. But
Yeah.
if all of the ad revenue or all the revenue for the creator program is for those premium signups, then why would they care if you read ads? Right? Why would they take you out of the program? Because imagine you are getting some of those signups. Imagine people are actually clicking that button on your page. If you
Mm.
don't read the ads, they're not going to pay you. That's weird. That's kind of a weird stipulation because the money they're paying you from is coming from those signups. It's not coming from the ads. So
Mm.
why would they lock you out of getting paid? Like you could generate revenue for them and you're not getting a dime.
Well,
That's gonna have to. I mean, they're gonna have to figure out a way to make it a little more fair, I guess. But again, I'm
as
not in the creator program. These are just things. Other people are so valid in what they're saying. They're
yeah.
so like they're right to be pissed off that they took away this great opportunity and made it a job.
Well, again, I understand. Again, we can go
Yeah,
back to when they took away the blue droid and all stuff. The
sure.
CEO stated at a certain point, this is a tester program. You are testers. You are testing their products they're putting out. You're getting paid a certain amount because you're testing, and by fulfilling the requirements of that testing, you get paid. That's the simple part of it. But there's also another side to it, and this is just a theory. I think, and I think some of the people have said it too, but this is just me. I think that the creator program is a talent search because those who are most successful out of it are going to get the most attention to some degree, or they're going to be successful enough to stay in, whether the other. But that's just a hypothetical. That is not a reality. I don't have enough data to back that. But I can tell you this: the CEO said plain straight to the degree, this is a tester program. You are testing their products and you get paid for testing as long as you fulfill the requirements. But this is not a creator program. Simple as that. You're not in it to get promoted, your channel promoted. You're not in it to get, you're getting monetized, sure, but you're not in it to get your channel promoted. They did at the beginning, but they're not doing it now. And that's because the CEO said it's a tester program.
Yep.
Again, communication would be nice because Rumble, for all it's worth, is reactionary. It's not proactive. There's sometimes there may get a bit proactive, like an update or something, but 90% of the time they're reactive. You
Yep.
want to know? You want to know how I know that? Because I have the data to back up that.
Well, I mean, if you're on X, you can kind of see that they
Well,
definitely they ignore 90% of the criticism, and instead other people are responding on their behalf. That gets a little old because
mm,
I saw somebody like recently. He's
mm,
a nobody. He's got nobody following him, but he's sitting there
oh,
talking shit about people complaining, and it's like, brother, you're the one complaining now. Like you don't understand that you're taking that you're there's no reason for you to even respond to these people, and you're sitting there going through and responding and calling everybody a crybaby. It's like, what does that make you, buddy? You got
mm,
literally no followers, and you're spending your time responding to people on X who aren't talking to you. You're just
mm.
sitting there like, oh, I'm gonna give my opinion. This will this will get me laid. Like, I don't know what he's thinking.
Dang it! I missed out on the stuff. No. uh, Plan Shan says Lumpy said this morning that the marketing guy was using a burner account to watch creators on X on his stream this morning. That doesn't
They don't.
surprise me.
They do that, but they also don't tell you. They have an AI program. I
Mm.
probably shouldn't be saying this out loud. They have an AI program that can listen to the streams, so they know what certain keywords are being said. If you
On X or just on any platform?
on Rumble,
Oh, really? How do you know that?
yeah.
Because
Again, I shouldn't be saying any of this shit.
you've been in the business. Is that what you're trying to say? Because you've been in the
Well,
business.
it's also so you got to look. I mean, you can read the terms and conditions for Rumble Studio. There's a reason they want you on Studio, and
Mm.
there's a reason they're working with Tether and the wallet and all this shit. It's about data collection. It is not about the performance or the efficiency. It's all about data collection. That's the only way we're valuable to them.
Mm,
Without the ads is our data now has to become valuable, and that's part of it is transcribing things to see who's saying what and kind of.
mm.
I mean, all I'm saying is 1775 coffee. That's what I'm saying. 1775 coffee is the best coffee around. And are they here yet? Are they here?
I don't know, but it's not.
Did we get a bump in views yet?
No, but it's not a surprise though, because again, all platforms have a TOS, and that doesn't if a platform has a TOS, that doesn't make them much different, other than saying, well, we use crypto to do our platform, or we use decentralized or whatever. The point of the matter is, any platform that has a TOS, and that's the complaint for like chat, right, is not full freedom of speech, because they have to have those in there.
Right.
It's
But like
it's just
Rumble's a publicly traded company.
yeah,
They are legally required, and it's true, to pursue profit.
yeah, they're business. They're business at the end of the day. It's a for profit business.
It
So
was gonna, and so like eventually, even if the free speech thing starts fucking them up and they see a way through it,
uh,
that's probably going to be taken away too. They're not. All of this shit is malleable depending on what they're getting paid.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Uh, but
Well, especially since the people that make the most money on Rumble, like the big
back,
political podcasters,
right, yeah.
it's not like what they're saying is coming from their own brain. They're clearly being paid to say what they're saying. That's just how it goes. That's how it's always been. These people who are making so much freaking money are now bound by the rules of how to make that money. It's not like
Mhm,
they can suddenly be free spirited, say whatever the hell they want. Hey,
mhm.
Rumble might be a free speech platform, but um,
Less restrictive. It's not a full. Hey, Rance, how's it going?
oh, what's up,
Um,
Rance?
but it's not full free speech to what we understand it. But that was always the case anyway. But yeah, it's not, to me. It's not shocking. But does that stop what I do? No, no, it doesn't stop what I do.
Yeah,
So they.
look, Steve said it in chat. We actually tested this out. It's true. Now, again, like I shouldn't be ruining this for other people, but
No, no,
all I'm
no.
saying,
It says no. I won't read it. He says it's Steve says, because I can't bring it up in Rumble Studio. We actually tested this out on one of my streams just by saying 1775 coffee. That was the first time I was ever in editor's pick. Almost right after people spamming 1775 coffee. Thanks, NG. Ah,
and it's not the first time I've done that.
oh, wow.
I've gotten other people either featured or noticed
Mhm.
just by talking about 1775 coffee, which is the best coffee you can get. Now, head to rumble.com. All right.
I can't believe I'm going to sell it. No.
But I keep, honestly, I will say, and it probably is not helping anybody, 1775 was a very interesting year to want coffee from, especially from America.
Mhm.
Yeah.
America, F
It's just an
yeah.
interesting year. I mean, just imagine that you're sitting there on your porch, you're drinking a nice warm cup of coffee, and you look out over your farm, and all the workers are singing their songs, picking the coffee beans. 1775, an interesting year for coffee.
Still. I just, uh, y- I would, you know what? I would rather people learn this and then make their decision with that information than hype up the platform like they've done so many times before. I don't, I don't care. I really don't. I,
Well,
go ahead.
go ahead. Well, I was
You know
gonna say I
what?
don't care. I don't really care about like hyping the play because I'm just not. I'm not a streamer, so I really like. I can only take your guys' words for it. How frustrating everything's been. It's. I believe y'all. It's true.
What?
It's very
What did
frustrating. I've seen the reaction on X, and that's what I
you,
think is stupid. I'm on your
mm,
guys' side about that. Nobody should be going and shoving themselves into your question and shutting it down right away and saying,
nope,
"Oh, you're stupid for even asking." Rumble's
nope,
perfect. It's like,
nope.
oh, come on.
You want to tell me to why? You can probably already back me up. I already work hard enough. But you want
Yeah,
to tell me to work
you're a producer.
harder? All right, you can have that one. You want to tell me to work harder. You want to tell me to stay in my lane. You want to tell me to that Rumble doesn't owe me anything. Great. I want to tell you something too. Rumble doesn't owe you anything either. They're a business at the end of the day. And if you ain't making the money, oh no, I've been shadow banned or I've been blocked. Could be the issue. Could be the issue. So
Yeah, that's why,
I'm not.
like, for me, I'm not. You're not going to catch me giving my opinion too much on X, just because I'm promoting other people. It doesn't help them if I start
Mhm.
giving my opinion and fucking up the system for everybody else. It doesn't help them. Like I
Oh,
gotta keep my mouth shut.
hold on. I got someone in the chat. You know what, Rance? F you, Rance. F you. You go back to the school you came from.
What did Rand say? I
He
see it.
said, "Work harder,
Work
Dara.
harder,
Work
dog.
harder."
Yeah, yeah, bro.
You can go back to the schoolboy farm you grew up in. That's exactly. I don't give a rat's behind what those people. Oh, just being honest though, I care about rants, but thank you, rants, for that. But in all honesty, I don't care about those people because those people shut down having a fruitful conversation that tell you you're doing something wrong without even just having a conversation with you. Like that's why I do what I do with Rumble Squared and with the DaraChat stuff because there are a lot of people out there who sell themselves short. I'm thinking they don't have anything worth interesting to say, and yet
But
260 people over said otherwise.
yeah, I mean, you've done a hell of a job so far, man. Honestly, the with the X though, it does go both ways. I mean, Stuffy and DT and Wilkie can attest to this, but we had a crash out real bad recently, and it was somebody who we all liked, and just
Mm.
he crashed the fuck out and could not chill. He
Was
just
this
couldn't chill.
was this stale?
Oh, weird. You know,
Well, I've seen the post, so I'm kind of gotten that already.
Uh,
Yeah,
here's the thing: is I was part. I mean, I'm in bad company. I'm the editor, so I try to help the guy. It's just uh,
he's burned. He was burned. He's
he got to the point where I think he just felt so bad about where he was versus where he should be, or like where Rumble should have had, like whatever the hell he was feeling.
yeah,
It's like, dude, smoke some weed, man. Just calm down. Like,
yeah.
like
No wait,
we all like you. We wanted to like you. You crashed out, and it hurt us. You hurt
yeah,
us because you're not watching us anymore. You're not talking to us anymore. You're not supporting our channels anymore. And you're sitting there talking shit about the process, which we're all in. Like, we're all
yeah.
trying to make this happen for each other. It's uh, I don't find other people to be competition. You know what I'm saying? Like, other editors, I like them. I want to work with them. I want them to have their clients. There's plenty of work to go around.
Oh,
But I
see,
guess it gets a little weird when you start comparing yourself like that.
yeah. I've been in that situation where I've done that, but then I'm like, you know what? I have this unlimited opportunity, and no one could take that away from me. Because is there anyone doing it exactly? No. Probably there's some people within the field, but not too far to the exactness, and I can prove it every time. She's yelling again, by the way.
Who's yelling? Oh, you can hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
She's not even listening to me. Hey, calm it down over there. Hey.
Yeah, I was. So listen, I was gonna tell you only had until 6 o'clock because that's when she streams, but we just decided to roll with it.
Oh, that's fine. We're gonna start closing out anyway. But yeah,
All right.
I what people I want to take away from the Rumble Squared stuff and all this is that one, I want to see the platform do well, but I want all people also to understand that it is a business at the end of the day. It's no different than YouTube as a business. It's no different than Twitch or Kick or anything like that as a business. They are a business. No platform survives without the money to keep it going. That's just how it is in the business world. And I want you to understand that. That's why when people talk about being a family on a platform, I disagree. I will disagree kindly, but I will disagree because that platform does not see you as a family. It sees you as a product at the end of the day. Just like many other businesses. Don't throw it on one place. It's the many of the businesses in the world see you as a product. Hello. The, hey, Furious Dan. The point of the matter I want you to understand is that I collect the feedback data to show that one, you're not alone in what you say, and two, Rumble can and should do better. But it's not going to do it if you just have a roundtable, if you just have a SpaceX, and just leave it at that. There needs to be visible data put out for everyone to see to show that yes, you're not alone. And I understand your frustration and anger, but you're not going to get very far if you blow out like obviously we saw stale, or if you hype up the platform like many people on Rumble have. I'm sorry, I'm going to call it as it is. I'm going to say it as it is. There are a lot of people who've hyped up the platform and don't regard people who bring actual not complaints but actual criticism to it. Not everyone's going to have an answer to like what they should do, sort of thing. People should understand that. But if they bring it constructively and say, "Hey, I see this thing is happening. I've been experiencing it. Will there be um, will there be any fix or anything like that?" Rumble can just ignore it. But
They do. I mean, it's one of those things where you can say all this negative crap to Rumble
Mhm.
and they don't acknowledge any of it, but they'll come out and be like, what was the issue you were having? Like they'll say something just to kind of get to the point and they kind of ignore all the criticism. They're really good at that, honestly, because
Yeah.
they probably should do that. Because if
Mhm.
they're sitting there responding to everybody's negative criticism, it also doesn't look good on them.
Uh,
So,
I think
like,
I
what are you
think
guys doing?
I can think of one person who works at Rumble that's put his foot in his mouth many times, but we're not going to
Yeah.
go there. I know the
Well,
name.
and we both discussed the ambassador who kind of doesn't. My big thing is none of the ambassadors have really like a big head about themselves, except for possibly one. But it,
Yeah, okay.
it's a
Yeah.
lot of it's like you should be supporting the smaller streamers. That's what we're here to do, man. Every one of us, every one of you guys started with nobody watching you, and these guys get to a point where they stop engaging. They they don't come into the chat anymore.
Are you loving your mic a little too much? Is that what's
I,
going on?
I think I pushed a button. Can you hear me all right?
I can hear right. Yeah, I
All right.
was I was a little something like he's making either love to his mic or something's going on. I feel like no, 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 no,
They
no.
two-handed. Yes.
You're gonna oh Lord.
You asked me how I was so good at typing with one hand. Let me tell you.
Oh Lord, no, 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 oh no, no. I could go all night about stuff, but I want people to understand they'll get that feedback that they have given to me. I know that will always be the case and I'll always be transparent about it, but you're not gonna get anywhere by giving all the stuff you want from Rumble and saying because the only time they'll pay attention to is a few people who are well known that they really like, and then most of the time you'll see someone answer like a technical thing, but I'm as real of a deal I'm going to try to be for this. And
Yeah.
all I all I ask in return, all I ask because it's all I'm going to ask. All I ask is for a little bit of your help in the feedback stuff. That's all I
I
ask.
I tried to answer you last. I had nothing for you, dude, because I
No,
don't
that's fine.
stream.
That's
So I had
no, that's
nothing to
fine.
say. Yeah.
No, that's fine. If it doesn't relate to you or not, if it doesn't relate to you, there's no reason to answer.
I
That
tried.
makes sense. Yeah. You could have just said, "I love you, man," and then I'd be like, "Oh, that's a liar right there. That's son of a bitch lying." But
I wish you'd love me back. That's my feedback. We're supposed to be a family, Dara. You're saying we're not?
Your mama said they're quite differently last night. But anyway.
She hasn't talked to me in years. You know where she is?
Oh, good lord. All right, that's too much. But the point is that I want to understand that this is coming from a place of wanting to see the platform succeed, but also understanding that they're the way they're going. It doesn't make sense. It may make sense on a business scale, sure, but for having just basics work on the platform, it doesn't make sense. And they seem to skip those points. Oh, we'll mention about it, sure. And then months later, it's like nothing. I can tell you right now the two most important things this platform needs, and they'll just say, "Oh, what about wallet? What about polls?"
See, that's something I do have an opinion on. Wallet is a bad idea. Tether is a bad idea. Just is. You shouldn't trust a company that makes its money off of data collection because that's what they're going to do to you. They're going to collect your data to make money. They don't know
So
how to
YouTube,
operate any other differently.
it's basically what YouTube is. YouTube sells your data to make the make ends meet for their
Yeah.
platform. I think they're still in red at times, but YouTube does the same thing.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was kind of like, with the whole AI reading the chats and listening to us and shit. There's got to be somewhere in the terms of service that says, "Hey, AI can collect your data." I've never read it, but it's got to be in there somewhere because they're preparing for that. Why would they want Tether? Why would they allow a third party AI company to come in and help them develop this thing? It's like there's stipulations that are going to make them wealthy, very,
Mhm.
very wealthy, and it's going to require you to allow them to take your data. It's just how it goes. I mean, they don't have another plan. Tether doesn't have a plan. They don't have a business that's outside of data collection. None of
Mhm.
the AI companies do. All of the AI companies are data collection. So having them have any sort of control over anything is a terrible idea. Like we're all sitting there worried about Palantir. It's like, yeah, you don't want Palantir. You don't want any of these people. You don't want a robot controlling the world, man. Like, didn't you watch T2? How about
No, but
T3? Did you watch any
no,
of the T's?
I know I did watch Biden though. That's probably robot enough. Um, I'm over here. I'm over there. What's going on? But anyway, we're coming to the end of the show, and of course, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming here. But we're gonna do a few things before we go. Obviously, of course, I'm gonna do the promotional stuff, and then we're gonna go. Hold on, and then we're gonna go from there. Let me find where was it at? I know I posted.
1775 coffee.
Nope. But anyway, why don't you go ahead, man? Just whatever. Say your stuff. All yours.
You can find me on X. X
Yeah.
is really it's the only place that makes sense to promote anymore.
Mhm.
I put all my shorts on X now too instead of Rumble because I don't see a point. People don't
Yeah.
watch them on Rumble. They don't.
It's
They're
not,
just not going to.
it's not discovered.
Most of my comments are people telling me that my content is transformative and to hit them up on Discord.
Huh.
That's just how it goes.
Making the money rain. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. But X is the way to go, man. You'll find my DMs are open, so if anyone could think of anything they need, I'll be there.
I'll be there. Ah, 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 I'll be there. I can't do
Yeah.
Michael Jackson. Can't. It's not gonna work.
You can't. That was perfect.
Thanks. I really like it. But anyway, his links are down below on both Rumble and YouTube. So make sure you, if you want to be able to reach him and say, hey, I'd like to work with you, and say, I'm willing to pay you extra money, do so. This man deserves it.
I didn't even tell you what you're gonna have to pay me in the first place. So don't offer me extra.
Don't do that. This is just, gosh, you ruin yourself already. All right. But anyway,
I'll do it for half.
That's what he says. Shamed himself out there. But anyway, for my end of things, whether you're on the Rumble side or the YouTube side, doesn't matter which side you're on. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment, or follow, anything that helps with the engagement factor is much appreciated because not only does it help in being seen more, like all content creators want to be. I'm seeing you in chat, content creators. I know. But it also helps in having other people on, like Rance, like Brittany, maybe Leslie. No, I don't think she'd want to come on. I've got Shan has been on. For you, Stan has been on. Now NGM has been on.
Which, by
Uh,
the way, just real quick, shout out to
it's
everybody who shows up. I appreciate the chat support tonight. It's been fantastic,
yeah,
especially because you guys know I would have hunted you down, and you know who you are if you didn't
yeah,
come in and say hi.
yeah.
You know who you are.
He would have been like, and I'll hunt you down and gut you like a fish. That's right.
I would have edited you so unflatteringly. It would have been the worst.
You ever see what Greta Thunberg looks like? Good, you're about to look like her now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where is my where is it? Where is it? Come on. I gotta go back over to find my links and stuff. It's never the fun stuff. All right, and here's my links right here. If you want to find what else I'm at, I have Twitter X, I have an email, I have a link to Discord, but it's mostly just for DMing. I also have the links to Rumble and YouTube there. At the end of the day, you can find me there if you have anything to ask or if you'd like to come on yourself, because 260 people.
I did have to beg. You might have to beg, guys. I had to beg.
He's already been on before with Rumble Squared. He didn't have to beg. And also too, if you want, I am part of Proton's partner program. I'm still in Rumble's creator program, but I don't care about filling the requirements other than the ones that are natural coming, like the Rumble Studio, the watched hours, and all that stuff. Beyond that point, I don't care about the other things. So if if you'd like to check out the Proton one, I'm promoting their Proton Pass, which is their password manager. Again, I use all the different parts of Proton, but this one is a really great one. It has all your passwords in one area. Um, it'll password generators in there for all this stuff. They're really good about the privacy stuff for all that. You can take a look. You can see for yourself if it's worth it, and if it's not worth it, that's fine. I can make money off it, but that's not why I do it. I'm just promoting this benefit that's I believe is a benefit for all. So you want to check it out. There's the link. It'll be down in the description on both ends. If not, you know what? No skin off my back. All right. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. It's not gonna make me cry like some people would like to. So there is that. Um, you can't edit me worse than I edit myself. Wow, real moment, real moment.
Hey, don't say I can't. I'll try.
And then Nightmare said, "That motherfucker."
I have a whole folder. I didn't tell you this. I was actually going to mention it, and I might
What?
as well do it now. I have a folder called Dark Dara, and it's all
Oh,
the
is that
clips.
the?
Well, it's not just it's not just that day.
Yeah.
It's actually multiple times where I've caught you saying something that's really, really, really funny out of
Oh,
context,
uh-huh.
and I've saved it in a folder called Dark Dara. I was gonna end up compiling it all and giving it to you because
Well,
it's really funny.
the Dark Star was only because of that one rant out of trying to get people to
Oh man.
feedback stuff.
But you've done a couple things that have just been so funny. If you rewatch the stream, like from my point of view, it's hilarious because I'm always trying to find the joke.
Uh,
Like that's why I do that. I put the joke in and then I do your title card to cut
yeah,
it off because I think it's funny.
yeah.
That was something I learned to do with your show because your show had so many moments like that.
Oh, wow, I'm missing a lot. Good lord. I'm too focused on the people, man. I'm too focused on the people.
You know what you did yesterday? Nobody caught your joke yesterday. It was gold. It was
But
when so the guy with the beard or whoever was saying
Tom,
something about yeah, he
was
was
it no
saying something.
Was it the Longbeard Yankee
Yankee.
Free? Yeah,
Yankee
Yankee
Free.
Free. Yep.
He was like, "Can we get rid of the whales? We don't. Who needs the whales?" And then they were all talking, and you were like, "Whale."
Well, yeah, because I watched it, that. I remember that from DBZA. That
They
was from
don't get like nobody caught the joke except for me rewatching the VOD. I was like, I would put that in there. So that's actually the beginning of one of the clips.
I wanted to say Wales, but it was like they were talking. I was like, all right, I better stop. But it was like,
It,
it,
it was one of those things where it's like I don't even think you meant it to be that funny, because everyone was just ignoring it. But it was really funny.
yeah, I was. It was. It just reminded me of what happened in DBZA. And if people don't know, it's Dragon Ball Z Abridged, which was on YouTube. It still is, but
That's
they
a
had,
hilarious series, man. It really
yeah,
is.
they had to quit it because Toei was getting a little, and fair use doesn't exist in Japan, so there is that. But I also want to say too that I think the 2 hour curse is over because that stream was 4 hours and there was no blip by anyone. So I think they figured that out, which is good. Which is good. That's a good part of progress. But they still have a whole bunch of other stuff to work on. So there's that. But yeah, it was just from that because I remember it was the Justice League segment in one of the things, and like Aquaman is like whales, and I was like, he was saying whales, and was like, I remember that, but he wasn't talking about something different. But I do agree, it's like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to have the whales because the whales are like how much you've donated and stuff, and they only go up to a
Yeah.
certain.
No, I said leave the golden whales. I want to know who to be nice to, man.
Gosh, you're a monster.
Isn't Steve a golden whale? Steve should be a golden whale by now.
Oh, somebody's a golden whale. Zolo's not a golden whale. That's right. We have to kick him out now.
Mhm.
Abe's not a golden whale. He's time to go. Time to go, Abe. You're not a golden whale.
I'm not a golden whale. I donated, I think once,
Yeah,
and it
only
was to say
once.
something. It was to say something funny, and they let me keep that freaking whale this whole time.
Did someone just fart? No, it's his mic. He keeps grabbing his mic awkwardly.
Is it me? Am I
Yeah.
making a noise, you guys?
When you're grabbing your mic, we can hear you grabbing it in the way, like switching hands or something like that.
Weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it doing it this whole time?
A little bit here and there.
Sorry.
But no, you're fine. But anyway, crap. But also tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. I get to have on the what I don't know what is after. There's nothing after gold, Chan. Nothing. There's never was something after gold. It's just the what the whale means is that it depends on how much you donate. It's like if you donate up to like $100, I think it's gray. If you donate 1,000, it's blue, and then I think it's something after gold. I can't remember. But again, the help center that they have is really not that great to find something. Like you can go to help center, it's like, oh, okay, sure. This was a fart. Oh gosh, your mic makes a really nice fart sound. There you go. That's your
That does
mic.
it?
Yeah,
Well, honestly, guys, the mic stand is broken. So
there you go.
I instead of setting it up, I just hold it like an asshole.
I can do a. There you go. There's a fart sound. Um,
It's probably me like touching the actual mic itself. I should say. You should have told me that at the beginning of the fucking stream, honestly.
it's Steve. It's Steve says, "I know a fart when I hear one." How many farts have you heard in your life to know one? You're like really up close. What about the
I
silent ones?
listen, I trust Steve on his knowledge of farts.
Fart man. Doodle-doodle-doo. By the way, tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern is one with Anvlight. Of course, we did have to reschedule because he did have a family emergency last time.
That's the homie right there. Anvolite is one of my buddies.
There you go. And he's doing stuff like you too. He's making thumbnails and all that stuff. So there's that.
We
They,
chat behind the scenes. It's no big deal.
yeah, that's you know what, That's okay. Yeah, Shanchan, I agree. They need better support and like video tutorials and stuff. Hey, what does YouTube do when a new product comes out? Oh, that's right, they do a video on it. Oh man, I can't believe a big company that they're trying to compete against does something that seems so simple and stuff.
Doesn't it? It kind of makes you think they only have like a dozen people working at Rumble. Sometimes it really feels that way. Like they don't really have that many people working for them, I
On
guess.
in the actuality of because I have stock with Rumble on Robinhood and people can go check this. They will tell you how many people work for Rumble, and it's 135 people. Now they have headquarters in Florida, they have headquarters in Canada, and they have headquarters in Washington D.C. So they're going to be split out, but they only have, and this is down from last year, the year before, what was around 160. So yeah,
And yeah, it feels that way. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like it
it's
feels like they only have a couple people at a time focusing on each thing, and
yeah.
that's gonna yeah.
It's seeing the cracks as they appear, and when the whole thing with Joe Pags, Nina Infinity, and Star Wars Girl happened,
I had no idea about any of that.
Joe Pags is on Rumble, but he's like, I'm not gonna stream my stuff to Rumble anymore because there's no way of getting well discovered. I could do better on YouTube, I can do better on Twitch, but I can't find people can't find me on Rumble, and there was a bunch of other stuff too. He's given numbers and whatnot. I can't remember that. But YouTube has thousands. Yeah, YouTube has thousands. Time to catch up, Rumble. Um, it does sometimes. Oh, there we go.
Hey, YouTube. It's kind of like saying Amazon, like Prime Video. You know, because
Mm,
if you think about it, Prime Video can fail over and over and over again. There's so much money in Amazon to back it up. Same
yeah,
thing with YouTube. They can keep failing and freaking Google's got them. It's like they're not going to stop what they're doing.
yeah,
Rumble has to be careful. If it fails too hard, is kind of like they're going to have to change a lot of shit to get people to come back and
yeah,
put themselves in a hole.
yeah. Maybe that'll be the point when they actually start fixing the basics.
I guess. I mean, again, I can't even complain. You guys come up with better criticisms than me. All I can say is I think it's annoying when you go on X and you kind of see that people just decide to pick fights with each other. Like somebody will say something very articulate, and then somebody comes in and goes, "Oh, why are you complaining?" It's like, okay, well, why are you complaining? Like you're not helping.
I despise them. I won't say I hate, but I despise people like that because I'm here for a fruitful conversation, gather that feedback, and show you what a majority of people are talking on. To have someone say again, work harder, stay in your lane. Rumble doesn't owe you anything. Guess what, kids? That all can be reversed from the one who's saying it. And I don't give a rat's behind about those people. You want to know why? Because those people don't help move the needle forward. They only keep stagnation alive. You want to know what stagnation is like? Try to not do anything in your life to improve yourself. Don't lose weight. Don't learn a new skill. Don't do
Easy.
anything. Easy.
I won't lose weight or learn anything today. Gotcha.
Well, you do weed, so I mean, there's the start. But anyway, Anvilite is coming on at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, so I hope you'll stop by. Again, he's in the UK, so that's why the time is. But I'm looking forward to it again because he had a family emergency and he wasn't able to make it. I give my thoughts, but I don't complain. Exactly, I don't complain or argue either. But I'm not here to sit on the sideline and be told by some person who's big or whatever, be told, "Hey, just work harder. Hey, stop complaining." All this stuff. I am
Yeah.
bringing you factual evidence by other people that what they're bringing is true, and they should be listened to, and they should be heard out, and they should be given the time of day and say, "Okay, I hear what you're saying. Well, let's go over some stuff." And at a certain point, they aren't. At a certain point, there, you want Dark Dara? Give me one of those people, and I'll tell you how wrong they are. I've got the evidence to back me up.
But we all kind of know who these people are, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
I,
not you and me are not the only ones who notice this shit.
and it doesn't matter if it's just Rumble; it's on any platform. I don't give a rat's behind about you people that do that.
Mm.
I do this thing because there's importance in hearing people out, even if they want to be like what happened with Stale. Even if it happens to be like what happened to Stale to the degree. But at the
But he
end of
only.
the day,
Sorry, go ahead. Finish your thought, dude.
but no matter what, people want to be. It's like what I've been told. If you learn how to deal with people who are angry and whatever, like in real to whatnot, you have a superpower. You have a superpower, and when you know how to deal with an angry person, guess what? You can flip the script, and you may actually be able to calm them down. Do I see that a lot of times? Maybe not, because it's difficult. But am I going to listen to people say, you got to work harder? You got to stay in your lane. You just gotta stop complaining, stop whining. Okay. Well, then any issue you bring up, I will tell that you're whining and don't complain at all. If you have an issue about direct RTMP, guess what? There is no issue because you're whining, you're complaining. Doesn't make sense to me, and it irritates me to no end. I'm here to do something that has high importance to everyone, to at least as much people as possible. But if you're going to tell that to people, then don't talk to them at all. Don't be a content creator if you can't come down to people's level. Just don't, because it doesn't make any sense.
Yep.
I don't care about them. I learned how to make a pivot table and chart in XLS. Does that count? Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
I use the free version, the web free version for Excel and Word and stuff because I'd like to do the monthly, which is $9, but I have money going elsewhere and I'm trying to hold back. So there is that. Dub said, I lost my cool one stream because someone said that I should stop complaining. Well, okay, Dub, here, I want to give advice when that happens, and this is for anyone, right? If someone comes to your stream and they say you're complaining, you can have two options. You can blow up like Dub did, which can happen, it's okay. Or you can simply say, I want to see this platform succeed, and I'm bringing something forward that I'm seeing time and time again, and it's not getting worked on. What do you want me to do about it?
Or in the case of the person you had mentioned before,
Mm.
don't call an autistic guy a retard on X for absolutely no reason other than the fact that you're mad at Rumble. If you're
Yeah,
mad at
that's
Rumble,
yeah,
don't also be mad at people who are
yeah,
just trying to do their thing, man. Like,
yeah,
that's a level of petty that should
yeah.
not exist in your heart, honestly. You shouldn't be
Mhm.
looking at people who are either succeeding or trying to succeed and go, "Oh, well, you're stupid for doing that." It's like, no, no, no,
Yeah,
no. Let them have their moment. We should all be in this together. Like, if somebody succeeds on this platform, that's awesome. We should be happy for them. We
yeah.
should feel like we're all in this together. It's when those people don't support the smaller streamers that I check out. You know, I don't go into their streams. All those big streamers who, like, you donate $100 and they're like, "Oh, thank you." Like,
Oh,
that's the most emotion that you get out of them. Like, come on, those people are lost.
is that why you've left? Did not come back from my paid for streams? You just said he's not even donating enough. This monster. No, I get that. Yeah, that was a little too far. But for me, it's just like with all the people asking for help in the creator program, it again, from my point of view, that becomes a bit incestuous. I know people don't like that word, but it's true.
I love that word. I'm gonna Google it right now.
Uh, don't ask her.
Let me share
Don't.
my screen. Hang on.
Okay. And no, again, Rumble's problem is one, it's not drawing in enough people to help sustain it. Two, it has an issue of politics being on the front page almost every stinking time, and that deters people from coming on. And it provides the confirmation bias that people get when they hear other people say, "Oh, it's just politics," and then they go front page and then they see politics, mostly politics, and like, "Oh, so they were right." Rumble feeds
I,
into its yeah.
if you're a politically aware person or an independently minded person, you
Mhm.
kind of already know, like, follow the money on a lot of this shit, man. Somebody A lot of the political shit is just money. It's
Yeah.
not actually what's in their heart. And you know who these people are. You can listen to them talk and it's like, why are you bringing that up? What, something will be in the news that affects everybody and they'll go, "Hey, look at this story here."
Mm.
you should really hate this person. It's like, why are you doing that? There's another story out there. All the people who didn't talk about the Epstein list, that's a big one. Like basically everybody who shut their lips about the Epstein list is like, okay, well, they're either paying you to not talk about it or you're kind of like buddy buddy with these people. I mean, that's just how it's
Right.
going to be.
Right. And I don't care to talk about the current news because at the end of the
Right.
day there's so much history for humanity. There's really no need to, but at the end of the day it becomes just regurgitated vomit. And
But like
maybe
when there's like this national outcry for justice and then
Mm.
somebody comes on and is like, anyway, so in other news, and it's like, what do you mean in other news? There is no other news.
In other news, the child was slain and cut in half. Well, that's
Like,
ridiculous.
and the thing is, I agree with them. They're trying to pull us apart with these stories. But it's like we already agree with you on everything, man. Like that's why we're
Yeah.
here in Rumble. Is none of us we kind of like we all kind of know how the world should work, and we're sick of being told not to say certain things. Like you go on YouTube and freaking the words. Okay, you try to watch anything on Epstein, the words underage, the words children, the words sexual abuse, all censored on YouTube. What the hell are you listening to? Everything, like literally, it's choppy. You can't even hear them.
It's
There's
like
whatever point they're trying to make is completely lost in the fact that they're freaking censoring themselves.
it, it's more like underage to ride the roller coaster, improper to go to Walt Disney World and all that stuff. But wait, you said underage ride the roller coaster? What? What
Uh,
1-year-old is riding a roller coaster?
nowadays it's actually too fat to ride the roller coaster. That seems
That
to be
is
the
true.
problem.
That
Yeah,
is
the
true.
problem.
If you're looking to see, yeah, save it for another time. We're already at that point. I
Okay,
gotta get
we
going.
got it.
But anyway, but just know why I do the thing I do, and understand that I hear you, and I'm not taking what you say as complaining. I'm taking it as feedback, and I'm taking it as viable data to be shown in a visual manner, and that will be coming over. That will be coming out over the next few days because people lose interest if you do it all in one go, and so I'm trying to kind of pan it up. It'll all be over 3 days. It won't be like, and I wasn't gonna do it on a holiday, so there's that. But that will be coming over 3 days. Again, back to it. Amphilite, 5 p.m. Eastern, come tomorrow. And of course, the last thing I do with my guest is questions from a hat. Anyone who says doom of hat, I'm just gonna laugh at you. And that was Steve's fault. Not Steve of who you're talking to, but a different Steve. But anyway, my guest gets 2 freebie questions. If you want more than a 2, then you have to give a Rumble rant. I am not monetized on I'm not monetized on YouTube, so YouTube, I apologize, but no, actually, I'm not gonna apologize. I'm just not there yet, so it's understandable. But if you're on Rumble, if you want to see more than the 2 questions asked to NGM, because I know you all love them for weird, muddy reasons, like it's like all right, that's it. Abe has lost all modding privileges just because of that. Just because of that. Sorry, you lost. Just joking. She's. But anyway, I'm gonna start with the first question, and if you guys want to give something, sure. If not, well, we're just gonna stick with 2. First question right here. Let's see what it says. Oh my.
Boxers.
Uh, no. Oh, here we go. Well, I'm gonna put this one away because you've already stated you're not much of a content creator, so we're not gonna ask that one. Let's do a different one. Here we go. Here's a different one. Oh, easy. You probably could ask your girlfriend too if she wants to hear this one. What's your favorite season and why?
I guess it depends on where I'm at, but
That's true. You're in Las Vegas, so you get all the same season, really.
yeah, in Vegas, sometimes winter's the nicest season because it's like perfect
Cool.
weather.
Yeah, cooler, right?
Um, I've always liked the heat. I used to live in a place that is basically tied for the heat record in the United States, and I grew up there in my teenage years. So I was in 120-degree weather all the time. So I
Death
guess
Valley?
summer. I guess summer. No, I was in Lake Havasu. It's a little city nobody knows about.
Is it anywhere near Death Valley?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
near Death Valley. I mean, Death Valley. I could point to it. So there.
How far away is Death Valley from Las Vegas?
Like an hour, dude.
Oh,
Because it's in the same desert. And the
Mhm.
Mojave is the smallest desert in the country. It's not that big, so it's in the same desert. You get out of
Does
the Mojave, you're in the Great Basin Desert, which is the entirety of Nevada, other than the southern part.
right. Zero says, does that count as 2 questions? No, because it's on the same paper. Okay. I get to make the rules, so let's just calm it down, though. Okay.
To answer if you want to know what my girlfriend thinks, she loves the rain. I don't know why. So anytime it's raining that season,
Is she like out there, like in V for Vendetta? It's like God is in the rain.
Dick.
she just yelled, "Eat my dick!" Did you hear that? She just yelled, "Eat my dick!" to the TV. This is what I
Wow.
do. This is what I do. I gotta sit here and go, "What the fuck did she say?" Every day.
Wow. Wow, your girl has a mouth of a sailor. Gosh dang.
Oh, it's worse than that. I mean, she was in the army, and the things that she says. Oh my goodness.
Your mother was a pudge sucker. That's what she was. Wow. Gosh. She can't even hear me, so it's okay. But anyway, this is question number 2, and if no one gives a rumble rant, that's gonna be the end of it. The question is, what is your favorite way to unwind after a long day?
Well, if I had weed, that would be my answer. Uh,
So,
I, if you want more details for the last, let's see, I didn't start smoking weed until I was 26 years old.
mm,
I'm younger than you still, by the way, Dara. You're old as fuck.
mother fudger.
I'm
Last
just
time I
kidding.
bring you on.
You're actually only a year older than me. But anyway,
Ah! Look
uh,
who's lying about their age now.
no, you're 37, right? I'm actually
Yes.
turning 36 this year. But anyway, so I didn't start smoking weed until I was 26 years old, and it had a profound effect on my personal life, like my attitude and how I felt about myself, and it just helped the shit out of me. So nowadays, I can feel myself slipping into a negative mood, and it has absolutely nothing to do with anything. But the second I smoke, I'm just like, oh, I feel better. I'm not an asshole anymore. I guess weed's the answer.
Well, luckily for me, I didn't have to have weed, and I've had exactly that same scenario. So there you go.
That's good, man. I don't recommend it because it becomes a habit. That's my thing. It's like I try to break the habit of smoking more than because it's something that honestly is going to be in my life forever. I'm going to be one of those old fucking stoners. But I do hope that I can limit how much I smoke and at least get it down to a more manageable
What
state.
about gummies? I know they do gummies.
CBD doesn't do anything for me, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they would. Oh well.
Nope.
Uh,
I only smoke. I smoke. I don't even smoke dabs. Those don't do it for me. I just do.
Oh, you
green.
don't do that.
I don't do that.
No, that for those who don't know, that's old school. That's old school stuff right there.
I know you're not interested, buddy, but I have like a giant bong, and it's what I've been smoking from the last 7 years. Honestly, it would tower over. You'd see it on the camera. It's so big.
There you go. That Zolo got Zolo on it. My kind of dabbing. There you go. There you go. That's right. I know what the kids are up to these days.
Here's what I'll tell. Here's what I'll tell people is I don't respect people who have an opinion on weed who haven't smoked it. And you can easily tell who those people are. So the people who like make these sweeping generalizations about weed, it's
Oh.
like, yeah, you've never smoked it, have you? Just tell
I
me
wouldn't-
that part first.
I wouldn't make a generalization, but I just don't. You kind of can end up in like the extremes of either end for it, which
Well, especially if you have examples. That's why I didn't smoke as a kid because all of my friends were freaking losers, including Bo. Bo's the biggest loser I know. He's
We all
a
love
fat
Bo.
loser, and I love him.
Oh, there you go.
He literally was just smoking at like 13, 14 years old. Everybody in Lake Havasu was a pot smoker, and I had a job and I could drive, and I never fucked around with any of that shit. And I was a very responsible young adult, so that I can fuck off now and be an irresponsible older adult. It's working.
Half a dab in the 30s. Wow. No, my thing is like I really appreciate that it can help those with like epilepsy, like the medical side of it, right? Epilepsy, extreme pain, all this stuff. I really do believe that there are plants that have helpful properties that should be used, right? But there's a
Yeah.
point to where people could overuse what's supposed to be a
Absolutely.
helpful benefit, and that's where that's where the line stops for me. It's like,
Yeah.
great, okay, it's helping you, a hemp hero. Obviously, I've had a hemp hero on, great guy. He has anxiety, but he does it's part of his work. It's part of his work, but it's anxiety and stuff. So I can be like, okay, I understand. But my position is like if it helps medically, that's great. It's a plant that's out there that helps medically. Beyond that point, if it gets misused or overused, that's where I'm like, I don't care. I really
But the only reason that I was so okay with even doing it in the first place was because marijuana is a freaking plant. So it's like,
like
if you're gonna take a pill, that comes from a plant, but it's
Mhm.
processed. If you're gonna smoke, I'm not even advocating for it. I'm just saying that was my
Yeah.
opinion on it.
Experience, yeah, it's always good to give your experience because that helps inform. It's not the generalization because you don't want that, but it helps inform like what
But
is or isn't all stuff.
that's where it kind of, because you get a lot of people, especially in media, who will generalize what weed does to people, and they think
Mm.
they're all just a bunch of like idiot losers. And it's like, honestly, you'd be shocked how many people are more functional when they smoke. You'd be very surprised, and you probably
Don't
know
know.
some people that are like,
Mm.
you've probably been helped by people like that. It's just
Yeah.
like it happens. For me, I would say, uh, when I smoked at 26, that put me in a better mindset so that I could
Mm.
resolve issues, and those
Mm.
issues got resolved, and those were permanent. So
Mm.
whether it's the weed or whatever, it would just,
It
it's
helped.
like
It changed your mindset.
it did help me.
Mm.
And I admit that being a habitual smoker is a bad thing. You should not take anything that's a habit is going to
Yeah.
kind of eat at you a little bit, especially your wallet, dude. Weed is expensive, so
Oh yeah. I suppose that, and then you have the stories of like at laced with cocaine or stuff like that, or fentanyl.
I guess my big thing is here in Vegas, man. You can't trust what they say the strain is. That's all it is. Like
Yeah.
you can go into the store, get a strain one week, and then the next week it looks entirely different, and you're like,
Yeah.
one of you was lying.
Yeah. Your
Yeah.
mother was lying. No. Yeah. I've heard people make tea out of dandelions, and that's a weed.
Right.
But we're not talking about those kind of weeds. Yeah, but no, that's where I stayed with this. Like, if it helps medically, I think it's especially
It,
if it's a natural help medically, that should
I
be
honestly
great.
don't like I was smoking a lot last year too, obviously. So it's like all of that helped towards my creativity too. As stupid as that sounds, it, it's like I could feel it on days where I didn't have. Yeah, exactly. Uh, I could feel it on days where I didn't have it,
Mm,
and I didn't really feel like myself when it came to creating shit.
yeah,
And even if I just smoked like once for the
yeah,
rest of the day, I would feel better about it.
yeah,
My work ethic would improve, and that's just
yeah,
how it affected me. It doesn't mean that's how it works for everybody,
yeah,
but shit, if it doesn't help me, man, I'm telling you, it really
yeah.
does. So,
Yeah, it's just the misuse or overuse that I have an
mm.
issue with, but that's the
Well,
discussion
yeah,
for another time.
no, absolutely, you're right about that.
But I mean, it's again like if there are medicines that could be done through an organic matter and show to prove work well, like you see people like use I mean the aspirin is one, um certainly different kinds of herbs or something like that. Well, I guess weed is.
Well, there's also something that I've noticed, and I don't know how right I am about any of this shit, man. But do you ever notice, like Willie Nelson, all those old stoners? They seem to be pretty cognitive still. They have their abilities
Yeah.
mentally, and then you got people who they never smoked a day in their life, and they're losing their goddamn minds at 75 years old. And I'm not saying there's a correlation at all, but I do not know a single person who's old and still smokes regularly that has these mental issues. It's like they're
Uh,
way more there, and that's just my observation. I could be wrong.
yes.
That's just how I've
I'll
seen it.
I'll leave it at that because that also can lead itself to a generalization. So you have
Yeah,
to
well,
be.
absolutely. That's why I'm admitting I don't even know if I'm right about that. It's just what
Yeah.
I've noticed.
Yeah. And because I mean, a lot of times it could be just
Yeah,
keeping up
I'm
your
just
cognitive.
advocating medical advice on your show. That's it. I'm just saying do
He's
it.
not, and he's
And
not a doctor too. Look at him. He's not a doctor at all. Look at
how do you know?
that. He's not Doctor Love, that's for sure. But anyway, thank you all in the chat for joining. I appreciate you all. Thank you here.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. I
Uh,
appreciate it.
Again, it's just a future reference. Don't feel you have to come to fulfill the unique chatter thing. I don't care anymore. Just come because you want to be part of the ordeal. That's all. Come be part of being part of that library of people, who you get to see, who you get to chat with and ask and all this stuff.
He's
What?
collecting us.
I'm not either collecting you. Gosh dang it. Jeez Louise. It's you. You get to see all these wonderful people through all these different streams, and who knows? Maybe you'll end up talking to them one day. Who knows? But it's up to
I
you if
hope
you want to
so.
join.
When I do my weekly show, I hope people come in the chat and shit. It's all it's gonna be. I'm just be talking to chat and editing and shit. It's not even gonna be like a big thing. So,
There are people who do that. All right. Thank you, Nightmare. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you, chat, and of course, thank you,
appreciate it,
NG.
guys.
Thank you, Jim, for coming on for a second time, but for your first time on DaraChat. There you go. Now you are recorded in the hall of that DaraChat library,
Appreciate
and
it,
your
buddy.
name.
Thanks. Thank you.
Next time I do a thing, you'll see your name. It's like, yes, I finally, Mom, I made it. Hey, who's that guy next to my name? Abe, the post-it notes are for Rumble Rants. They are not. It's like trying to describe a child what a tricycle is. It has 3 wheels. You get on it, you ride it. Goodness sake. But anyway, guys, as usual, you all know. Oh, don't forget, all the links are down below as well. If you want to find out where NGM is at, or if you'd like to ask if I'm doing your clipping for stuff, Twitter X. That's where you go. All my stuff is down there as well on both Rumble and YouTube. But as always, we end the show with One Day With You. We've seen it before, NGM. What is it?
It's from Pogo. It's more
Yeah,
psycho
nope.
ass
Turn off your.
shit.
Just turn off your mic. He doesn't know. He just doesn't. He doesn't care. One Day With You by Pogo. Again, guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. See you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. Have a great rest of your night and a great rest of your Labor Day weekend, because it is getting over. So have a great night, guys. Bye.